Yo, what is up, everybody? I am your host of the Geeks Forever podcast, known as Jesse Goku, El Rey de Mexico. It is Monday. It is slow. We didn't announce we were doing a podcast, so there's nobody on right now. But that's fine because people will tune in as soon as they find out we are live. Joining me, as always, is the host with the most, Jace. The man.
I don't know.
What the hell was that?
I don't know what to do
In
with my
wrestling,
hands.
that means you're injured.
I was X Factor. I don't.
Or
The Masked Singer?
Degeneration X. Suck it.
That's rude.
I mean, it ain't gonna suck itself. I mean, we want. Anyways, the host with the most, who runs the skinny, Sonic,
Hi.
and the one, the only, the infamous, the one that usually eats on the podcast, but not today.
I ate
Esther.
already.
You gotta eat during the podcast, not after.
Y'all are too slow.
That's fucked up, man.
Ooh,
That's
you
fucked
were
up.
too slow.
Anyways, so do anything for the skinny today, or what's going on with the skinny?
Okay, well, this is the sad skinny today. Because unfortunately, this past weekend and today we dealt with a couple of losses. For starters, Jeopardy host Alice Trebek passed away yesterday at the age of 80 due to stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
Jeez.
He's pretty much was, in a way, the face of Jeopardy, whether it's with the mustache or without the mustache. He was really well loved, well respected. In fact, he did a tape. One of his last tapings of Jeopardy was this past few days ago, and he was able to do it despite, obviously there were some stuff around with him. No word of if Jeopardy is going to move forward or they're going to have a new host. So wait and see on that one. And also, earlier today, Scooby-Doo creator Joe Spears passed away today at the age of 82. He was basically one of the co-creators leading to Scooby-Doo, Shaggy, Fred, Velma, Daphne. People always get confused. Oh, is it Hanna-Barbera creator? No, it's more like Hanna-Barbera were the producers. So unfortunately, he passed away at the age of 82. And sorry, I had it to be a low note today of the skinny.
Way to Monday it up.
Wait,
Yeah,
but
sorry.
I think you didn't mention the fact that they kicked Johnny Depp off of.
We did on
American
Friday,
Harry Potter.
right?
We did?
Yeah, we did on Friday.
Okay. They're keeping what's her face in the
Amber Heard and
Zack
Aquaman
Snyder. Oh, and she's gonna be in the Zack Snyder cut.
and the Zack Snyder. Okay. Well. Yeah. So if most people don't know, in case you missed it, John might as well repeat it again. Johnny Depp was pretty much told by Warner Bros. To resign from his role in the upcoming Fantastic Beasts movie, due to the allegations regarding the whole domestic thing with his ex-wife Amber Heard. And since then, a lot of people have been, on different sides on the issue. Many people believing that Johnny did nothing wrong. He's a victim in this one. A lot of people saying that, men can be victims too of domestic violence. And many people calling for Amber Heard to be fired as Mira in the DC universe. So it's a wait and see on that one. I think also I saw earlier today that Johnny Depp will still get paid $10 million anyway.
Hey.
So
Just to
it's
get
kind of a hollow win, I guess.
Just to,
I read that they're going to try to get him back on Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh yeah, isn't it getting
didn't they
rebooted?
just say that the last one was the last one?
And then the
I think they're going to
again?
do a reboot, so
Oh,
they might
again.
try to put him in as the reboot.
Yeah, this is the reboot.
I'm
Jeff.
so look. I like Pirates of the Caribbean, but I'm sick of Pirates of the
Right.
Caribbean.
My whole thing is yes, I agree. Men can be victims of domestic violence and men should be able to speak up if that is the case. I don't know which way is up in any of this story. So,
So it's a wait and see on that one. Sorry.
um,
Sorry.
so I feel I guess personally, I feel both of them should maybe not be fired, but at least just taken away from their projects until, be in a sense proven guilty, but both of them should technically be on go one time out and let's figure out this thing and then we'll bring you back if things are
All cleared up and all that.
yeah.
If I recall correctly, Johnny Depp did win the court case that was filed against him. He recently lost the libel case.
Yeah.
What they
Okay.
he didn't win, and after that is when they released him from the Fantastic Beasts movie. So
Okay.
he's already been proven that he was the victim, but I guess I don't know why they fired him. Probably
Right.
Maybe they
Yeah.
saw it as like bad press, or like, all right, we gotta like PR
Yeah.
and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to give a quick shout out to Juan from. I can never say your last name, so I'm not gonna attempt it. But he's from the Ravens flock.
You almost
Pod-
combined the two podcasts we were
Yeah,
talking
he's-
Yeah, I
Raven-
did.
Black
I
Raven
almost-
podcast.
No, the
the Black Flock.
The
the,
black.
the Raven Table
He's
podcast.
from the Round Table Black Pigeon podcast.
Black Pigeon.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he really appreciates.
Also, shout out to my homeboy El Toro. He says,
He wants to
"Jace,
be
take off your
shirtless.
shirt."
Take off my shirt.
Yes, take off your shirt.
Wait, what?
That's what they demand.
There's a lot of hair covered up exactly by this t-shirt.
We're also all gonna go blind from.
The
Hey,
shiny.
pale
He's
as
a
fuck.
shiny Pokemon.
And just be like, what if we kissed under the
He needs to like.
Yeah, you see-
He
I
needs to
always
do some
thought, like,
contouring.
I
I
thought
look-
shiny Pokemon were like Pokemon that were shiny.
Right.
Yeah.
They're just
Different
miscolored.
That is misconception. That is false advertisement right there.
If I take off my shirt, I'm gonna look like Edward Cullen. in the fucking sun.
I don't know.
Ah.
Why are most shiny Pokemon green? They look like they have food poisoning.
They got scurvy.
They got
That's yellow.
That's probably why. Yeah, they didn't. They
No,
didn't
that's
suck,
jaundice is yellow.
Yeah.
Jaundice is yellow.
They didn't suck any yellow limes, and they didn't suck it. to-
Yellow
Is
lines.
it because you feed them too
What?
many puffins? They need nourishment.
Pikachu.
You just feed me puffins. I need Taurus meat.
We don't really eat.
We don't
Pokemon.
kill Pokemon.
We
do.
We do it for you, you fucking asshole.
Jinx.
I mean Pikachu.
Dang.
What about you? Hey,
Thunder smash.
I'm real sorry, man. Hey, you know what? Fuck you, man. You could have walked away, but no. What are you anyway? Some fucking plant? You suck. Fuck you.
Fuck you, dumbass. Venusaur, counterattack. What do you feel like, man? Hey,
So
wait, what?
just a
I mean,
quick heads up, we have somebody that feeds us information. Anime Matsuri has announced that they're going to do a festival.
Yes, that will
Isn't
be
Matsuri
on-
already
Well,
festival?
No, they. Well, the thing is, though, they.
Matsuri,
did-
Matsuri.
I know we're talking about Matsuri here. Well, it's just this past weekend they did this whole card meet at this shop in the Houston area called the Weeb Shop. I almost said the Weed Shop. I'm like,
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm going there.
So they did like this whole, very much like a grand opening party. They had all the cars, a car meetup. They had like DJs, they had cosplays and all that.
No
they're
social
doing-
distancing.
with mask required, but little to no social distancing. They are doing another event similar to that on the 21st of November at Kinokuniya in Katy. It's pretty much on Grand Parkway, and I know Goku. I immediately knew you were gonna do that face as soon as I said that. I immediately knew you.
The Goku face.
Good.
Yeah. So
We start selling
He's
shirts with my
alive.
expressions on them.
there you go. Perfect. Free publicity. There you
Which
go.
emoji is that?
So yes, the Weave Shop. I think it should be a law that we need to go even when the pandemic's over, when conventions come back, all weaves are required to wear a mask at every convention for at least like the first year, so they can smell their own breath and BO and
Just torture them.
Though we kind of already do that anyway, especially we're already wearing
yeah. But
masks
when
out.
you're wearing a mask, you can smell your stinky ass breath.
Exactly. I mean, we already do that anyway.
Yeah, but weaves that like they don't want to go out. Fuck. The Weave Shop. So today's topic, just for my friend who asked, we're talking about shitty movies. I watched a bunch of shitty movies this weekend. Transformers, Tekken the movie.
I saw that once.
Ugh.
Oof.
That one was
That Chun-Li
stupid as
movie.
shit though. That one, I played Tekken. I don't know the story to Tekken, but I'm pretty sure they got it fucking wrong.
I've seen all of the Leprechaun movies now, including In the Hood.
And like
And
the
back
one
to the-
Asian dude that plays Kazuya,
Mhm.
like Vegeta of the Tekken series with the laser eye,
Hmm.
he looked nothing like fucking Kazuya from the video game. First off, he had his hair slicked back, he had a goatee and mustache.
None of them look like anybody in the game. The only one
Heihachi
that
kind of looks like Heihachi, but he also looks like
Right.
George Jefferson, an Asian version.
and Yoshimitsu's the only one that looks even remotely close
He
to
looks
his
like,
character.
and Raven looked like
Is-
Raven.
Yeah.
Yoshimitsu's the
samurai. The
Yeah,
the
kind of hard to
bug-looking
get
samurai.
that one fucked up.
Yeah, you gotta be.
Mhm.
Raven looked like
Come in a
Raven.
fucking suit.
Jin,
Teen
I
Titans.
can let Jin slide. The rest of them, like Chrissy, she
Yeah.
had no relation to Eddie Gordo, and like that's her master, and they have nothing in common.
Oh boy,
Mhm.
please.
And then Kazuya looked like he looked like one of my uncles, but with money.
I
And
watched a movie
Heihachi,
called Ginger Dead
Heihachi
Man.
was so fucking goofy looking, dude. Heihachi looked so fucking goofy. Like, they didn't even do a good job making him look bald. He looked like an
Shave your
Asian
head.
George Jefferson, dude. That movie fucking sucked, dude. Ugh, it's freezing.
So you finished all the Leprechaun movies?
Yep.
How many are there altogether?
So
Like 30?
okay. So so of the original line that started with Warwick Davis, there's 6 of them. It's the 4 with the whole like in space, and they include the In the Hood and Back to the Hood, because in the Back to the Hood they're like doing the whole storybook
Wait,
montage.
what are you talking
and
about?
Leprechaun.
Oh my god. No.
It's a horror
shit-
movie.
It's a
It's a
shitty
shitty
movie, so
movie.
I'm gonna talk about it. So it starts with like the whole like the whole like opening up the storybook Once Upon a Time, and it goes straight to chapter 6. So it's like, okay, so it's actually is technically in line with the rest of the movies, even though you had 1, 2, 3, 4 in space, and now you got this In the Hood and Back to the Hood, and they make no damn sense. The In the Hood and Back to the Hood, so whatever.
I like the
What?
meme
No,
that
you
comes
can't.
all back.
I'm sorry. That sounds a lot better than what I watched. I watched
Yeah.
Tekken the movie, not the animated one, which was really good. The live action shitty one that you can tell, like, what they didn't even fucking try. You know,
So,
it was
okay.
so bad. I was watching it on like they have the apps on Amazon Prime. It was called
Mhm.
IMDb or whatever the fuck, where they give you free
Mhm.
movies. And so as you watch the movie, they show like 100 seconds of like fucking just commercials or whatever. The fucking commercials were more entertaining than the fucking movie.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So, but hold on. So after that, there's the like reboot, Leprechaun Origins, where they don't have Warwick Davis anymore. It actually is more horror than comedy. It's got Hornswoggle in it as the freaking leprechaun,
Mhm.
and this leprechaun is actually a fucking like goblin. So it's like, why even call it leprechaun? He doesn't even look like a fucking leprechaun.
Does he talk with an Irish
No.
accent?
He just growls the entire time.
That's no fun.
Exactly. That was the
Oh.
whole point of this leprechaun, was he was like witty and Irish and stuff. Gary Chalk is in it though. That was hilarious to see. I was like, as soon as I saw the credits, I was like, and he's gonna die. Almost immediately. Got it. Understood. And
If we ever interview him again, I'm gonna bring that shit up. So, heard you were in Leprechaun. Were you broke?
right? It's just so weird. And so they call it an Origins, but it's not an Origins movie. You
The
don't even
reboot.
fully understand even then, you can make it a reboot and make it like an origin story. It just makes no sense. They don't understand any of the lore. That
So
was
like
one of the
X-Men
things.
Origins.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. All into the lore. Fuck it.
Right. And that was another interesting thing I noticed was so back with the Warwick Davis ones, every movie they change his weakness and they completely discount anything else in the lore. Like the first one, it was, oh, you have to have the 4-leaf clover. The second one, it was iron. The third one, it was the
I'm gonna beat him with a crowbar.
what was his weakness?
What if he's like
That
Doomsday?
stupid
and you have to
medallion, and
give
they
him a
didn't
new
even
one?
talk about it. It's like, you're changing his weakness every fucking time.
They lost the prop from the previous movie. They can't use it.
Yeah, that's right.
Probably, yeah.
Shit.
Storm
probably what
Crow
happened.
77 says Guyver and Fist of the North Star. Oh god, those are awful. And
The
Amy
live
Smasher-
action Fist of the North Star?
Yes, there is a
Yeah,
live
no
action.
doubt.
Oh,
That,
God.
that has to be
I was
on.
gonna say.
Amy
That's
Smasher
bad.
says hello, Jesse and Peeps. You guys are peeps. Y'all are
Tweet,
nasty
tweet.
tasting marshmallow candy.
I was gonna say I am not a cheap ass marshmallow.
Not a peep.
Peeps.
I hate fucking Peeps, dude. Every year I
Who
see them and I'm like,
doesn't?
ooh, Peeps, and then I eat them and I'm like, oh, Right.
regret all your life choices.
Every
I'd rather
fucking
eat
year I
just
get
a
bamboozled.
marshmallow.
Who actually likes that shit?
Someone's keeping
There's
them in
the
business.
same people that like candy corn. Dumbasses
every
like
time I
me
s- yeah.
that see it and like, oh shit, peeps. All right, we only see them once a year, and then we eat them again. Like, oh, that's right. Every fucking
I'm pretty
year.
sure that they haven't made new candy corn in like 20 years. We're just trying to go through it because it never fucking expires.
Ah.
Have you seen the? Okay, Sonic can appreciate this one. So I saw King of Fighters, the live action movie. I know we've talked about it before, but it is shit.
It is trash.
It is fucking shit. I don't know if you ever played King of Fighters. There's a character called Terry Bogard. He's in Smash. He's a fucking FBI agent in the movie, and he's middle aged.
He's got like a trucker hat.
No, not in this movie. He's middle
He
aged.
doesn't
He
even
has
have the
short
hat.
hair, and he's an FBI agent, and he has
Oh,
no
shit.
martial arts experience whatsoever.
Yeah, they fucking like
Punches the ground, does it explode?
No,
No.
nothing.
nothing.
And the
No.
Rugal, the villain, looks like he looks like Casey Jones half the movie. Because he's got a hockey stick and a hockey mask, and he's on rollerblades.
Love it.
Fucking awful. It was shit. I downloaded the movie illegally, and I still demanded a refund. I want my money back. Well, where'd you purchase it from, sir? Oh, I got it through Pirate Bay.
LimeWire.
I didn't give the,
LimeWire.
I didn't give the computer cancer.
You almost got cancer watching it though.
Dude, holy shit. I thought Super Mario Brothers was bad. Super Mario Brothers is shit, but it's like entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it's
exactly.
entertainingly bad.
It is. You
Yeah,
ever
there's
like
there's a difference between a movie that's like, it may not be like straight from the source, but at least it's fun to watch, versus just y'all don't give a shit about nothing, and you guys weren't really trying to make money, were you?
No, and it's so bad because they're fighters in the King of Fighters tournament, but in order to fight, they have to put on this little Bluetooth thing that transports them into another dimension. And they have a different wardrobe and everything, and they're fighting. But in the real world, they have actual lives and jobs and money.
So
I'm
they
just
play.
waiting for them to announce a Smash movie.
The worst part is the main
You know
character,
they're
Kaio.
gonna freaking do it.
Kaio, the flashbacks, he's Asian. But as an adult, he's white.
He lost a fight so bad they knocked the Asian out.
Yeah.
He's mixed. He's mixed. They say they did say he is mixed, but in the fucking
Oh, come
flashbacks,
on.
he's Asian. He is an Asian child,
That's not how that works.
and he's
guys.
not like that young either. Oh, maybe he just kind of like matured and grew up and changed a little as he. No. In the flashbacks, he's like 10, 11, or 12, and in like the present, he's like 18, 19.
Like a 6-year
You
difference.
mean to tell me this motherfucker went through a metamorphosis
Oh
in
my
8
gosh.
years? He pulled a Pokemon. He's reached level 14. Dun, 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 dun,
Hey.
dun, dun.
Hey.
He's evolved into a white guy. Dun, 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 dun,
Credit
dun,
score
dun, dun.
upgraded.
Caillou has learned white privilege.
Oh my
I was certain white privilege.
Jeez.
That's a just a status. It doesn't go away. It's just there.
It's kind of a whitewash role, but like at the same
Yeah.
time, not really, because he's still Asian.
I mean, do
I
you
don't
whitewash
know.
if it's a shitty movie?
It is a whitewash role because
Well,
he represents Team Japan in the video game,
so yes.
and
I
his
mean, the
dad
movie
is
didn't really care
Japanese.
enough. So I don't think they
Like
bothered.
even
it's good 'cause
Jin,
it's
like
white.
which is crazy because Jin looks mixed, even though his mom and Kazi are both Asian. He still looks like he might be half white. But in King of Fighters, they didn't even care. They
You got
switch
the
races.
names?
This some everybody
All
hates
three
Chris
now.
bullshit. They didn't give a fuck. That was almost as bad as Dragon Ball Evolution. At least Dragon Ball Evolution, when they have a flashback, Goku's white and he grows up to be white. In King of Fighters, he
He did
was
change.
born Asian and he grew up to be white. There's some comments. Marshmallow, I'm more like s'mores. Super Smash Brothers movie for 1993 was good, but what?
Super Mario
Oh,
Bros.
Super Mario Brothers.
Oh.
Super Smash Brothers.
Whitewash roll, white male range. And then like he has like this romantic interest with Mai, who's in love with Andy Bogart in the games, but Mai is like 30 something and this guy's like 19.
Cougar.
Technically 19's legal.
Yes, but she was dating
yes.
Yuri. she's dating Yuri and it's a fake relationship. It's all kinds of fucked up.
Oh yeah.
And then Terry Bogard's like near his fucking 50s. And then Yuri looks like he spent way too much fucking time at Hot Topic.
That's where they bought the outfit.
I also watched this other movie, and I don't know how the fuck they haven't gotten sued yet. I watched it last night. It's called The Terminators. Because the movie is called Terminator, but this one's called The Terminators.
And it's plural.
And it's plural.
Okay.
So I guess that's how they got away with it. And it is shit. I got through 10 minutes before I turned off the TV.
Is
said,
it
"Fuck
about
it, that's it."
robots?
Let me put it like this. The CGI graphics are early PS3.
Okay.
When does this movie come out?
Yesterday.
Yeah, probably. Probably a few years ago. I don't know. I didn't check. It got 2.5 stars. Rubber has a better rating. And it's about
Rubber's
a fucking
better.
tire.
It's a better movie. It's got better CGI.
It's got better. No, for real. The CGI was shit. And then the background, the backdrop is the same quality as Jace's background. I could not
Pixelated
make
crap.
this up. As soon as I started watching this movie and they showed the backdrop, I'm like, what the fuck? Did Jace make this? And I had to look at the credits to make sure
Yes.
that Jace
I
wasn't
was
behind
credited.
it. And then,
in some
like,
of
they
my
show
early
a
work.
ship loading in a bay. And I swear to God, I've seen better graphics on the PS3 in the later years and the PS4.
So today I just watched Deliverance.
Oh, God. I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, is this the?
The
Oh yeah,
banjo
so
one?
the Terminators came out in 2009, so that was
Okay.
PS3 graphics. So
Oh,
you
for
pretty
real?
much gave it a
Okay, it was
compliment.
PS2 graphics.
I was like, you pretty much gave it a compliment.
There you
No, I
go.
mean, it was really shit, though. I mean,
It
it's
was
not even
not,
like
yeah.
good PS2. Like, okay, what's a good example? Fucking Call of Duty 2 on PS3 and Xbox 360. Shit. No, wait, it didn't even come out on the
early
PS3.
graphics. There you go. Early PS3.
360 graphics without the
Gotcha.
HDMI cable.
Oh,
They're still using the fucking
The
component
three-prong
cables.
system.
No, I'm talking about if it's
Audio.
PS3 graphics, they
Yeah,
use
yeah.
component cables.
Yeah.
I thought my internet was having a stroke because it kept like
lagging.
it was like a ghost. It was ghosting. Like
Oh.
I had to double check my internet. I was about to go buy a new TV. That's how bad it was. Fuck that.
Isn't
movie.
Deliverance considered like a good movie?
I mean,
Oh no!
I've heard.
I gotta go poop.
go.
No.
Did you have ice cream?
So yeah,
I
it's
can
considered a good movie. I couldn't. I don't know why. Personally, I didn't care for it. It was so. It's only like an hour and it's under an hour and 50 minutes, but it was so long in some scenes. I was like, can we wrap this up? Like, what's going on? What is happening? And I want to say things, but I don't want to like
The
spoil
movie's
it.
okay. The way she's
Spoil a movie that
describing
came out
it,
like 20 years
the
ago.
way she described it sounds like bad sex. Can we wrap this up? I got you.
I got
Well, no,
something.
okay. So like the reason why I brought it up is because there's this one scene. So it's got who's it got? So it's got Burt Reynolds, Ned Beatty, and John Voight as a young guy, and it's hilarious how as a young guy he still looks like an old guy. But that's actually quite a few actors. But anyway, so it's got John Voight in it, and he's apparently the main thing.
Detective?
No, he's not a detective.
Oh, by the way,
Okay.
before you say anything else, just a quick shout out to Pachinko, and
Why?
nobody has said first yet in the comment section, so nobody has won.
Y'all are lagging. What the fuck?
They didn't say
Suck.
nothing on Friday either.
Bunch of losers.
Well, I wasn't on much Friday either. I gave one fight, and you guys were like, "That doesn't count." I was like, "Fuck you guys!" And then work was like, "Hey, people are sick," and it's like, "Okay."
People are like dying. Get back to work.
They need to be scanned.
Like one, like only one.
I'm not even gonna tell you how super shit Dragon Ball Evolution was. Yeah, everybody likes to shit on Dragon Ball Evolution, but it was a much better movie than Tekken, or the King of Fighters, or
Mortal
the
Kombat?
Terminators.
The blood. You ever seen Alone in the Dark?
No,
That's all. That's all I can say about it.
I'm
So
sorry. No,
bad.
nothing compares to the Terminators. And when
Oh,
the
I
when the
s-
when the guy when the machine guy does the red eyes, they don't even match up with the fucking pupils. It was bad. It was bad. Like they were like, fuck it, let the intern for the intern do it.
For the Emoji Movie.
The
And
sellout movie.
there's one guy in there that had like when he's saying his lines, every time he has a line to say, he looks like a deer caught in headlights. That's an order. I was just like, oh my god, this movie's actually making me physically sick. I got through 10 fucking minutes. 10 minutes. Because I thought it was going to be like
Screw it.
comparable to Terminator. I was like, you know what? I'd rather be hit by a car.
No, traffic sounds pretty interesting right now.
Right now. Well, no. Okay. So my point is, so there's this one scene, like after like all the shit starts going down, and John Voight is climbing up this cliff wall, and I don't know what the hell's happening here. I don't know if like they're showing a time shift, like because it's like broad daylight at the bottom of the cliff, and as he's climbing, which I don't know. Maybe it's only like 50 feet or whatever. It gets like dark. And you can tell it's like some shit like CGI or whatever because it's like they just put like a blue film on the camera.
Mhm.
But then it's like not just that. They green screen John Voight because at certain points he'll like turn his head and half his face disappears into the sky.
What fucking movie is this?
Deliverance.
That sounds better than. Oh, wait, no. Terminator sounds better. At least nobody's half their face. Well, no. Actually, no. I forgot that the guy, the Terminator thing.
And then all of a sudden it's broad daylight again. So I was like, are we supposed to assume it took you like 12 hours to climb up a 50-foot wall? That being said, I don't climb up like walls at all. So I don't know how long it actually takes. And considering this is already after all the
It takes 12
Stuff?
hours.
Somebody said there's no green screen back in 1973.
In other words,
there, what? Yes.
No, there wasn't.
Wasn't
well,
there?
they
They had
had
something.
They did
They had
practical
ways of
effects.
keying-
They
they had
had,
ways
they
of
had to
keying
make
things
like
out.
even for Star Wars, they had to make replicas and like they blew them up right there and then in the studio.
Right, but they still
They
had
would-
something.
they still had a way of
And Star Wars
keying-
was no
they
green
even
screen.
keyframes.
Star Wars
They
was
had-
no green screen.
Right, but they had keyframes. It's technology before green screen, but they probably keyed this person's face off.
Yeah.
They keyed him up like a car. That's
Shut
fucked
up.
up.
Go
Oh,
watch
he said
the damn movie,
1972.
y'all.
I'm not gonna watch that
Yeah.
shit. You just said it sucks. Why
So
would I go
the
waste
list of
an
movies
hour and a
don't-
half
Because
of my
y'all are
life?
saying I'm wrong when I'm saying
I'm not.
I know what
I'm
my
not
effects
saying
look
that.
like.
I'm saying the comments said that there's no
Well-
green screen, and I'm just letting you know that there was no fucking green screen in Star Wars.
Okay, whatever. But like, okay, either way, that's not the point. The point is there is some sort of effect that's similar to green screen, at least in my head.
It's a kick in the dick.
And but no, yeah, his face you can just clearly tell John Voight is not outdoors at the moment or something is going on because again, your face doesn't just disappear when you look around.
Mhm.
So, I don't know what effects they were doing on that particular movie, but that is what happened.
You know what movie fucking sucks?
What?
Worse than
Yes.
all of these combined? The Blair Witch Project. They didn't show you shit.
That's
It's
the point of the
it's
movie.
an hour and a half of nothing. A bunch of white people walking through the woods because they're too fucking curious to know
You
better.
ever seen Apollo 18?
No.
Yes.
Is it the
Fucking
same
rockets.
shit in
Fucking rock
space?
spiders.
It's pretty much Paranormal Activity, but in space.
My fucking that sounds better than so I was watching this thing, they were talking about the making of Paranormal Activity.
Mhm.
The guy had a budget of $15,000 to make that
Yeah,
movie.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
The first one.
shows.
And it said they didn't have a script either.
I'm not surprised.
The whole thing was improvised. He just gave bullet points and things to discuss, and that's why the movie was just so organic.
You two are a
Okay.
married couple, but you also kind of hate each other.
All right, so in the movie you will have sex for real, but it will be not real.
Oh, we're film on this shitty camcorder.
That's what the
from,
director
like,
said.
20
No,
feet
just-
away.
Okay.
Don't shoot the message. That's what the director said. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yes. Let's get naked.
Where are the cameras? I don't. Usually there's like a red dot.
Yeah,
Don't
there's-
worry, they're hidden.
We're using the hidden cams now to make it more realistic.
No, there's a sound.
I like the
guy.
original ending though. Apparently, the original ending, the cops show up and shoot up that possessed bitch.
Yay!
That sounds great.
That would have made it better.
How come nobody had a gun in any? Like the one movie where they had guns was the one with the Hispanics, the marked ones.
Oh yeah.
They get some. 805. What are they called? The gang?
Oh, I don't remember
California.
what
They
they
get
were.
they get two
It
of the
was
gang
so
members,
stupid.
and they had like, we're gonna smoke these bitches, and they got guns. They came prepared. Like for one, somebody came. They still died, but I mean,
They did, yeah.
he shot two of those crazy bitches, and they ran at him with knives.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Bullets.
hell yeah. When I saw that in the movie theater, I was like, fuck yeah. Get them. And then they died. I was like, oh.
I
well,
kind of was too. I was actually kind of surprised they didn't somehow bring, because yeah, there were more people in the gang. I was like, how come you guys didn't come with more of your friends?
I think they were on a the reason why, because they were in a hurry.
Well, that too, but still,
They
I
were
was
in a
like,
hurry because they only had they were trying to catch up and stop them from doing the ritual, and they were like pretty
Right.
sure they were going to do it at any minute at that point. So they were
Right.
rushing. I'll forgive them for that, because I asked that same question, but at the
Mhm.
same time, like, okay, they're pressing for time. You don't have enough time. Mexicans, we take
Maybe,
forever.
yeah.
But the fucking matter is, they came prepared. They
Mhm.
had guns. They had. Damn.
They were ready to go.
Yeah, and then
They died.
I don't know.
For the
Yeah.
the Blair Witch Project, they were supposed to actually show the monster, that the witch in the woods.
Mhm.
But since the style they filmed it, the person that was in the woods dressed as the creature, they missed the filming because it was filmed by the individuals, so they were out camping, and so they had people in the woods fucking with them to get like natural reactions.
Right.
But the night that the guy was out there, dressed as that creature, there was a fucking bear in the woods.
They should have filmed the bear. That would have been a lot better.
So they just freaked out, and they filmed the wrong thing because they were freaking out because there's an actual animal out there.
Sure.
And yeah, they didn't get the shot
If
because
they would have
so
ended
cheap.
the movie
I
with
don't
them
know.
getting chased by a bear, I would have loved the movie
found
more.
footage. Like they just died.
we'd all be like, what's Goku doing out there?
For real, I was like, I don't remember doing this photo shoot.
He's not going out in the woods. What are you talking about?
That's for I don't like going to the woods. Like
That's how you get
Renaissance
shot.
is as far as
No,
camping as I
no,
will
no,
go.
no, no, no. You know what's worse than the Blair Witch Project?
Nothing.
Blair Witch 2.
Did they show anything? Did they show a
The
witch?
witchening.
Did they show anything?
It's I'm trying to remember it already because I saw it once, and then they talked about, yeah. So it's bullshit. So like they were following the footsteps of the first crew, and somehow they all get possessed and everybody, and it's just a whole lot of, and it's all these like flashbacks mixed in with what's currently happening.
That
And-
sounds so much better. At least they got possessed. I watched Family Guy, and Brian Griffin perfectly explained the Blair Witch Project. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Something
Yeah,
about a
it's
witch. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Movie's over. A lot of
Everyone's
people in the audience look pissed. That was me. I was like,
The fuck is this?
the fuck? And like, they could have given us throw a bone. Fuck. I mean, I sat through an hour and a
Yeah.
half of, let's walk through the woods. We're going to go find a witch. Oh, we never found her, but our friends are dead.
Throw a fucking pie.
Mhm.
I mean, throw a pie, through something, trip somebody,
Somebody throw a pie or something.
sacrifice banana. No, they could. The bear. I would if they would just show the bear eating one of the friends. I would have been okay. That makes
I know.
sense.
They got really scared when they were supposed to film the thing, and they didn't fucking film it because they were too scared because
Because of the
Yeah,
bear.
Watched.
whatever it was scared them too much.
It was the bear.
It was so they didn't film the dude in the fucking costume.
The bear freaked them out. I was like, of course you're gonna not film because the bear might eat you.
Right.
Give it the
Let's see.
camcorder.
Something else
But,
I didn't
but
like.
did the bear have on a green hat? If he did, they were okay. If he had
What
a
about
green
the
hat and a tie,
and a tie
they were
With
good.
with the little baby bear following him.
With the little baby bear that looks like this, Yogi.
Yogi.
Looks like this, Yogi.
So let's see. So another movie I watched was Open Water. Wait, yeah, Open Water, and
The shark
Open
one?
Water.
I think they're all sharks.
They're
Everything
not.
with water needs to have sharks.
Yeah, that sounds like another
No,
shark
it's not.
movie.
No, the first one sort of. Okay, so the movie is based on this actual case where a couple was in Australia and they were scuba diving, and what happened was their boat left them there.
Damn.
Like they miscounted. Oh, it gets worse. They didn't realize the couple was missing for 3 days. For 3 fucking days, this company did not realize that they were missing like a set of tanks, a set of people, like nothing.
Bro,
And so they sent.
are we
so
missing
they find-
equipment? Nah. All right, cool. Good enough for me.
That
Yeah.
car's been parked out in front of the building for like 3 days.
Yeah,
It's got a lot
Yeah.
of tickets on it.
yeah.
Oh,
So
shit.
so they send out like the Coast Guard and whatever, all the authorities, and needless to say, they can never find him again. So the movie is kind of like what might have happened. So they did mention.
Spoiler, they did live in real life.
Wait, what?
They did
Hold on, I
interviews
don't
and
mean to
shit.
interrupt, but
Yeah,
let me read some of the comments.
sure.
Um,
Yeah, because I can't.
so
see
he talked
nothing.
about it. Oh, because you don't have the program. It's all about found footage with no itch. Then again, much of the sex in Japanese porn up until the mid 1980s was all staged and improvised. Check out the Netflix drama The Naked Director if you want to know more about it. It's based on true events.
Oh.
Does that have
I
to
don't
do
know
with
what
witches or bears eating people?
No,
No, I
maybe.
don't know what we're talking
You said sex.
about.
They didn't have sex with the witch.
Well,
if
that
they
was
did,
the
that's
footage
weird.
They didn't find.
No, you were talking about Paranormal Activity. That's where the sex was happening.
Orgies.
Oh, that's right.
Which orgies?
Which orgy?
Coven.
See the possession thing? Make that
Oh,
that would have
wait,
been cool.
no, and Paranormal Activity, that fourth one did have those the one with the fat witch was naked and that other chick was naked.
That was the marked ones.
Yes. I just remember we all watched that, and as soon as that witch came in, the entire audience was like, "No!" We were like, "Movie's going great so far, guys."
Yeah, no, it's called that one. That one was the spinoff.
Yeah.
Because chronologically, you have 1 through 5, and they're all white people. But the one with Hispanics is the
That was
fucking spinoff.
wait, no, that was like the fifth one. No, fourth one, fifth one.
It might have been the 4th one to come out, but in the order, it's not.
Oh.
It's just a spinoff. Because it's called the marked ones. It doesn't have a number on it. The last one was just meh. They didn't give a fuck anymore. They're just like, no, we're just
I
done.
don't remember all of them. I saw,
Yeah,
I saw
mine is
like
good, but-
yeah, I saw the first 3. We saw that one, and yeah, there's been like 2 since. I don't think we saw.
It's
the
not
last
making
2.
sense when they added time travel.
What?
Yeah, they added time
I watched
travel.
part of
The
the
thi-
first one, so I'm
Oh,
like,
you mean the
lost
third
anyway.
one when they're when the 2 sisters are kids?
No. So the first one was really good. So the second one wasn't as good
Right.
because it was the security cameras and
Right.
not the first person perspective.
Hey,
The
Five
third
Nights at
one was
Freddy's.
really good though because it like explained why everything in the first 2 movies happened the way they did. It was really
Mhm.
good, and plus the guy, the boyfriend of the mother of the 2 girls he's a really good actor. So the third one was great. The fourth one was like, oh god. The fourth one was just mostly the girl from the Disney Channel. You could tell she was an actress from the Disney Channel's shows or whatever. I don't know. Look up the fourth one. It's a blonde girl.
Oh, I just remember what
Miley
even that one
Cyrus.
was. I was like, it wasn't her. No, yeah, I was like, what was the fourth one? What was the fourth one? Oh yeah, the fourth one was the baby that was missing from the second one.
It was
Who's a
her
child?
adopted brother named Wyatt, like Hunter,
Right,
and that's when they
What?
had more experienced actors instead of the no-name actors they always had.
right. But no, like that's what I'm saying. Like that boy was supposed to be the baby from the second movie.
Right,
Because remember, Katie like kidnaps him,
right,
and so yeah, so that's him like growing up a little bit later.
right. So
that was weird.
And
Did he
then
change race?
so the fifth one, the fifth one is about a girl, like this little girl that I don't know. It didn't make fucking sense.
What's a like really expensive movie that came out that also really fucking sucked?
You mean, was that Transformers?
the last
The Harley Quinn movie,
Which one?
New
I
one?
haven't seen it yet. Don't spoil it.
the Birds of Prey one.
Oh, the Harley Quinn show.
I mean, you could point at like the DC movies and just say,
No, I just heard it was
Just-
really
Into.
bad. Like they had a big budget and it sucked.
Well, so did like Suicide Squad, so did like Transformers, so did Ninja
Suicide
Turtles,
Squad-
so did a lot of stuff.
Captain Boomerang made Suicide Squad watchable. As
I
they're
love that,
fighting,
Ozzy.
as they're fucking fighting, he's sneaking off with a beer, like opening it up, and it's like,
Yeah.
just like.
I mean, don't get me
hiding.
wrong. I did like it. I did like it,
Do you
but I
remember-
agree.
do
It
you-
should have been more like Deadpool.
Do you remember the scene where the guy one that dude tried to escape, and then once he escaped, like that thing blows up in his neck, and he looked
Yeah.
it's just like,
I mean,
it's
who
really-
could? But yeah, but you could clearly tell that person was not going to make it because everyone else got like background history.
Yeah, that
You
guy.
have
Was
And they
a-
didn't
if you
show
don't have a
anything.
name, you're fucked.
Yeah,
And
are
you don't
fat
have
in the
a
ass.
story. We're not supposed to care about you apparently. So yeah, that was like clear.
Well,
Would've
okay,
buried
no,
him
okay.
like that.
Me and you smash it. Look, dude. You need like okay, I get it. I mixed up. I made a mistake, but you gotta chill, man. Okay.
What happened?
He's like, so I said glued a topic similar to that. Always pay attention to your audience on Twitch, bro. I do pay attention, but it's I got two screens, man. I'm watching the channel. I'm watching
can't-
my
yeah.
programs, and I'm watching the comments. I got 3 or 4 programs running, man. As a producer, I gotta keep this shit like.
Yeah,
maintained, so-
we can't see it because I try to get on Restream and it's not letting me. It has to log in again.
Okay, I'll send you the info. Restream
Okay.
kicked everybody off. I don't know why.
Yeah, that was really weird. I was
Yeah.
about
So
to-
everybody
bastard.
has access to Restream so they can monitor the comments, but the comments Restream kicked everybody off. I don't know why.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah, because I was about to say, I was like, what's going on?
so yeah, I mean, it's not, we're not ignoring you. We're not ignoring the comments. It's kind of hard to do a show and address the comments. That's why we always do like we talk a little, then we address comments. We talk a little, and then address the comments.
Mhm.
So,
Don't get your knickers in a twist.
anyways,
I'm not even
what
wearing
were we talking
knickers.
about? Talking about fucking Paranormal Activity.
Big,
Expensive ass movies
well,
that suck.
yeah,
ass.
big budget movies that still were not that great.
God,
That
I
are
don't know my
very,
movie.
that are
selection.
very doo doo.
You got me
Hey,
looking at
shit.
my movie selection.
Pope.
I was gonna say, looking at my set.
Like, what's a movie you like that
But nobody
people
else
hate?
does.
Yeah,
Okay, movies you like, but people don't.
I'll go
I
first.
like the Batman v Superman
Transformers.
Oh my god, I knew you were gonna say fucking Transformers too. I fucking saw it coming.
Well, I mean, like, duh. What else?
But you Sonic.
I like
Is it
Pixels
Sonic?
with Adam Sandler, where they're like competing against like the aliens that turn into retro video games.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that movie.
I mean, it's
Eh.
not like the best movie, but I liked it. I thought it was
it was
funny.
decent. I'm trying to think.
Ghost
There was another
Rider.
one.
Uzi likes Ghost Rider. I don't know why.
I
I
like
liked it.
Ghost Rider. The second one
you
was
like the Nicolas
odd.
Cage Ghost Rider?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it,
okay. Let's
do it, okay, here we
go.
Did anyone teach
Yeah,
him how to
I-
ride a motorcycle?
Yeah, I enjoyed
Half
it. The
that
second
movie,
one was weird.
When I saw it, halfway through the movie, I thought he was gonna just. You know what I'm gonna do? Instead of fighting the greatest evil in the universe, I'm gonna go steal the Constitution.
Let's do the
I
Declaration
mean,
of Independence.
Yeah, that's what I
Um,
meant. My bad. Declaration of Independence.
yeah, there you go.
If you wanted to, you could
Um,
just kill 2 birds, 1 stone and get that too.
Both of them.
Mhm.
2 for 1.
Wait,
Exactly.
steal the Declaration
I mean,
of Independence.
I agree. It was a stupid thing to have like Sam Elliott turn into that Ghost Rider, and then all he does is just ride. It's like, really, you're not gonna fight even a little bit?
I have time for one last ride.
So why don't you
That's it. Just ride.
So why don't you save that power for the fight?
No, he couldn't fight. He could just do the ride, and that was it. Like he had some flyer miles
Yeah,
he
yeah.
could use, or like some Uber coupon, and that was it.
That's right. For fucking coupon.
I think I need to rewatch. I liked Ninja Turtles. I don't like the character designs, but I liked the
The movie
concepts.
itself.
the
I
second
liked
one
the
was
concepts.
too much.
I think so, but I also missed like the first like
Like,
8
the
minutes
second one
because
is
they
just-
oversold the just like everybody was giving away free passes to this thing, and they only had one theater showing it. So it's like, y'all done fucked up. You couldn't get some more
I
theaters
saw
to show the
Both
screen.
of them for free because I went to the marquee to the movie theater and I was dressed as a Ninja Turtle and I was like,
Yeah,
He walked in.
yeah. I got 2 free passes to the marquee too, and so I took Sour Patch, and me, her, and a couple other people were like fighting because they like let people in. We were in line for a few hours. We got there early, and they were
well, no,
like, "Oh,
I didn't
the
do
thing's
the.
full."
Well, I didn't do. No. I didn't do the advanced screening. Like,
Oh.
I went to when the movie came out. The Edwards IMAX theater just gave me free passes to go dressed as a Ninja Turtle when the movie came out. I didn't go. I don't like advanced screenings. I'm not gonna stand in line for 4 hours just to see a fucking movie for free that I might not like.
Remember when
At
the-
least
the
it's for
premiere
free.
used to come out on midnight?
I'd
and
rather
that's like 7
spend the
o'clock in
$10
morning.
They used to do that, but when that shooting during the Dark Knight Rises happened,
Yeah.
they just stopped doing that.
Yeah,
Well, wait,
but now they
wasn't-
now
wait,
they let you
wasn't that
in like
movie
at
after
7
The Dark
o'clock
Knight
the day
Rises?
before.
What?
Wasn't Out of the Shadows after Dark Knight Rises?
No, we're talking. Well, no, it's just it did come out of Shadows. Did come out after Dark Knight Rises. It's
Yeah.
just like at that time,
They weren't doing as much, right?
They were pretty much reducing it. They were just doing it like
Sure.
earlier, so like.
Well, that probably explains why they only had the one theater, but still, like, we were talking to other people in the lines, or in the line, and we were like, "So how'd you guys get your passes, or did you buy the tickets, or whatever?" And a lot of people were like, "Oh, we were at, yeah, either Comicpalooza or Space City. It was one of those two conventions is where I got my passes." And then some other people were like, "Some person just gave us these things," and I was like, "Wait, what? What is happening?"
They're
So
just giving this shit away.
Yeah,
they
for real.
just filled up the theater, and then they're like, "Oh, we have no more seats, the thing's full." And so me, Sour Patch, and a couple other people were like, "Hold up, we were in line, we have these free passes that we got from like so and so, we want to see the damn movie." Some people just took it and left, and we were like, "No, we want to see this movie." So we missed the beginning, and Sour Patch and I didn't even get to sit together, so we were separated. And what was it? Oh, this one couple brought their child, like a baby to, and all it did was fucking cry. And I remember, and like next to me was this dad and his like 10-year-old.
So they pretty much for like the whole movie they go.
Well, no, okay, so like 10 or maybe early teens. But
Shut up,
anyway,
that baby.
no, this kid was cussing. I was like,
That baby up.
what?
So wait,
Yeah,
the
like,
10-year-old was crying.
No, the
Oh, okay.
baby was crying, and the like 10 to early teens
Yeah.
kid was
That's
like,
18.
"Shut the fuck up!" And I was like,
Would you shut your ass up? Fuck.
This fucking baby over here.
"I know, yeah, that
What
baby
the
was
fuck
crying
did
the
he turn-
entire time."
It's like,
Hey,
character
everybody
that
I
baby
do
is-
is a character.
He turned into Tony Soprano out here.
For real.
No,
Yeah.
but like there was a Simpsons episode where like Homer got all they want to go see a new movie because they were showing a Radioactive Man reboot, and he wanted to go see it because people were
Mhm.
spoiling it. He goes in there and he's all frustrated because he sees the theater, the screen. It looked like the movie, but it's actually the commercial. He's all upset, and then people are telling him, "Shh." He's like, "You're shushing me? This guy has on a cell phone. He's sexting. He's texting, and that guy brought a baby to a 9:00 movie."
Yeah.
Get a fucking babysitter.
Yep.
David Mitchell says, "Love Bubba Hotep with Bruce Campbell." I don't know.
Baba Hotep.
Oh.
I don't know what that is.
Never heard of it.
Bruce Campbell, huh?
It's,
Evil
one of those-
Dead.
it's one of those B movies.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I know. Terminators is like a D.
F. A fucking F movie.
Fucking F.
That from the chat movie.
This fucking sucks.
It
I
fucking,
want
I'll
my
never
free money
stop
back.
talking about that fucking. I only saw 10 minutes, and I'll never stop talking about it.
Yeah, this is actually the
Alright,
first
I'm
time you're
out.
talking about it, so I'm like, this is gonna probably be a while.
Angry
It's gonna
Very
it's gonna be
angry.
up there with Maneater and Mexican
for completely opposite
Mexican-
things.
and
Mexican
Cobra Kai.
Terminators.
It's gonna be up there with
Mexican
Cobra
Man-Eater,
Kai.
Cobra Kai Mondays.
Yeah.
This is that bad thing you're talking about now.
Mexican Monday.
I know for real. Whenever I have something awesome, I'll talk about it and I'll never shut up. This is that one thing. This is something bad that I discovered. I'm like, fuck.
This is like it's bad, but it's not the Terminator's bad. Then
Oh,
you get
people
all
are gonna-
pissed
well-
off because the Terminators.
Yeah, you gotta be more. Now you have to be specific on that one. Man.
I know, and I can't believe they got away with that name, the Terminators.
It's like the Final Destination.
They're about to get the ass whooping for that shit movie.
Well,
Like,
it's
no,
been over 10 years, so no, they're not.
I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says from now on. I don't care what video game or anime adaptation movie you think is shit. Nothing compares to that Terminators. This man ripped off his hand, he had, like green pus or goo or whatever the fuck it was. It didn't even
looked
look
like someone opened up a
machine-y. It
Fix-A-Flat.
didn't even look like a machine hand. It just looked like they put an overlay on his hand.
He has a glove. It's
For
just
real, it looked like a goddamn glove. It
screen-printed
looked like a
glove.
fucking like a green screen glove, and it wasn't even a good one. At least with Arnold Schwarzenegger, they like made it look like a machine. This man looked like he ripped his hand off to reveal a glove over his real hand.
Haha. Did it have like a weird moment where he's like doing it, but it's his? You can tell his arm is thicker than it was, so he's like revealing.
No, because
like,
they zoomed in on the hand like really
Ah.
good. But he's carrying a head with him like nothing. Like, I just ripped this man's head off. I'm gonna walk
Oh.
around with it.
Like,
Like your
dropped
shitty
it.
robot hand.
And it's not even just
Okay.
the neck. It's got like some of like right here the collar with it. I'm like, what the fuck?
You ripped off their collarbone.
Oh, to answer your earlier thing, another like big budget movie that everybody hates, the first Star Wars trilogy.
You
We're
mean?
ten-
Well, be specific. Which
Wait,
one?
Like
what?
1, 2, and 3, or new
Yeah,
ones
one,
and everything.
yeah, no. Yeah,
mean the
sorry.
prequel?
Prequels.
Yes.
Say the
Sorry.
prequels, yeah.
Sorry.
I say either
Okay.
go by the number or say prequel.
No, because she said the
The prequels.
first trilogy.
First,
The
yeah.
first
Yeah,
trilogy.
the
Well,
first
before
yeah,
that
I'm
six.
going. Okay, yeah, in order of when they came out, but I mean like it is technically the first trilogy because it's 1, 2, and 3. So
No,
okay,
the
my bad.
real-
Okay,
you're
prequels,
gonna-
prequels.
But how do
I
you tell
meant
if
No,
that's
I'm
the
only saying.
prequels.
Okay, look, I'm only saying this because you're gonna piss off the hardcore Star Wars fans. It's called the Star Wars movies. Then you have the prequels, and then you have the sequels.
Mhm.
All right, fine. Prequels. The
I don't care what you
prequels
fucking
suck.
call it. I'm not that.
I
I like
I'm
Star
on-
Wars, but
I-
I'm not like super into it.
Yeah, no, same. And I think and again, I need to rewatch the prequels anyway because I don't remember them actually. I don't remember like details.
Oh look, here are the
Also, I
details.
don't really-
It's Anakin
remember-
growing up. He becomes emo. He hates Sand. He hooks
He
up with Padme,
does!
and he kills younglings.
Right, which is so fucking weird. And then she just dies because she's heartbroken. I'm like, bitch.
And apparently,
Basically-
Padme likes her Anakin extra crispy. Well done.
And also, if you see a kid misbehaving, you know who to dial.
Yeah.
Which one of you
Anakin.
guys was the one that posted that comic about the youngling who was like, Mom, I really don't want to go to
Who am
school
I pointing
today?
at? Who am I pointing at here?
I don't know.
To me, it's me. But
Okay,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
Was it you?
Probably me. I don't, I don't
It
remember.
was probably.
I was like, oh my god.
Let's guess.
Why
that.
would you do that?
I don't
First of
think
all.
like in the comments the prequels were good. They should have been scripted better. Teenage Anakin should have just been played by a better actor. He wasn't a bad actor.
Hayden
It's a bad
Christensen
script.
or
It was
Jake?
just a
Bad
bad
script.
direct. It was just a bad script.
Right.
Like the guy. Okay, like a good example is everybody shits on Power Rangers, Megaforce, and Super Megaforce
Mm-hmm.
because the guy that played the Red Ranger is like very fucking two-dimensional, generic.
Mm-hmm.
But in real life, he's got like a lot of personality and got a lot of charisma. He's like cool as fuck, but in the show, he's like, man, you're
You're a
Meh.
wet blanket.
you're like a
Like a
cracker without
cardboard.
the salt. You ain't got no flavor. You ain't got nothing. Bland.
Gotcha.
I like the prequels. I mean, everyone hates Jar Jar, but he was
Right.
one of the. I like having some comedy. And
I
then
liked-
Obi-Wan Kenobi is a walking one-liner.
I love.
I liked
the
him.
fucking
I liked him
meme
at
that
the
they
time.
made
I'll
with
be
him.
honest, but again, when the movies came out, I was a kid, so I didn't know
I
better.
love the
And
meme
I-
they made with him though. Like when Qui-Gon's like, speaking does not
The
equal
abilities.
intelligence. Like, listen here, you space hobo, walking around here with your stupid bathrobe when we just came from a advanced where my people have taken care of you. We come from an advanced civilization, and we just got out of a fucking submarine, and you're over here preaching to me. You look like you
Like some
dumpster.
type
He's,
of weird
dude, he
Jew.
was a fucking great meme. I love it.
Yeah. But again,
uh,
regardless, my favorite part is still Padme. I'm gonna say it till the day I die. I still like Padme.
Padme was hot.
Goodness
What?
sake.
But I'm also just a fan of
Yeah.
Am
Natalie
I the
Portman. I
only
like a
one
lot of her
that's
stuff.
like-
Yeah.
I'm not. I think Natalie. I'm more attracted to Natalie Portman than I was to the chick that played Leia.
You mean
Okay.
Carrie Fisher?
Yeah.
Carrie Fisher.
It's also a different time.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's
It's like
different.
a 20-year difference.
Well, no,
Um,
like her in her prime and
Oh.
Natalie Portman in her prime. You compare the two, I always pick Natalie Portman.
Oh, okay.
I picked Natalie Portman.
She's only like 5 years older than us.
Huh.
She's also
Hey,
way
she's
smarter
within my
than
age
us.
range.
She's also married, but yeah.
I can
Yeah,
share.
that's a,
Yes.
Maybe
Well,
she'll
yeah.
maybe she'll
I can.
scrape.
I learned how to share in
okay?
elementary.
yeah, sharing is caring.
Sharing is cool.
I saw the Star Wars Episode 1 in elementary school.
Yeah.
Our school was right next
Yeah.
to a video rental place, so they came and
Oh.
screened it to us.
Nice.
And I'm pretty sure it was illegal, but they did it. So
It's
I
like
didn't care.
it's like
That's
that
nice
whole
of 'em.
thing when like schools came out and said, "Oh, we're not allowed to show Disney movies" because that whole
Mhm.
thing that happened in Florida.
Well, like, yeah, so I mean, I guess I could watch it on Disney Plus, but yeah, like, so that's my only point is that I don't fully know what's going on, but I still want to see The Mandalorian, mostly for the child.
Baby
He's
Yoda.
so cute.
Child.
You're one of them. Geeks Five Hour is now hiring for a co-host.
Why?
You have to be white and Jewish,
Preferably a girl.
and preferably a girl.
What, Sour
Yep,
Patch?
two or three of
We'll
these.
take Sour Patch. Sour Patch is kind of mean.
They're an equal opportunity.
That's why she's Sour Patch.
We're an equal opportunity business.
We're used to
But
the
we
abuse.
are very restrictive.
Yeah, very restrictive.
But it will make Jace look better. She's paler than him.
Damn, pale motherfucker.
I like how people are like, "Why do you keep abusing me? Why do you keep coming back?"
Oof. Oof.
What can I say? I'm a
that's-
masochist.
This is my show. I have to come back.
I hated the Avatar Blue People movie. I thought it
Oh
was
hell
stupid.
yeah! I didn't even watch it. It sucks.
Fuck it.
Why?
I hate.
No, I
'cause
did
it-
watch it. I did
I've
watch
seen
it.
the
Just
story.
it's Pocahontas
remake.
with
Okay, true.
Smurfs
Yeah.
It's Pocahontas.
Okay.
It's Dances with Wolves. It's
and
All right.
Gundams
Same fucking thing.
No,
It's
okay, yeah, accurate.
Gundams with some Gundams in the end.
Fern Gully.
and that
No,
one
yeah,
boy
okay, true,
refuses to
accurate.
die.
Yeah, it is the same.
No, yeah, like for me, I always tell people, I don't know how the fuck this movie gained over like $2 billion or some shit.
Because it's James Cameron.
3D
it's
and all that.
immaculate. It looks
Not
spectacular.
really,
It's
no,
like
no.
real life looks fine. Go look at that. You don't need
Yeah.
a fucking.
It's like any attraction. It was the first real
3D and all
big,
that.
but it wasn't the first 3D movie, but it was the first big budget 3D movie.
Mm,
And
mhm,
people were like,
mhm.
"Oh my god, it's like a new ride. Of course it's gonna be packed."
Yeah.
and it got that damn.
And plus,
fat
it stayed in
3D,
theaters for like
4D.
6 months.
And it
Yeah,
came
and-
fucking back out. They brought
Yeah.
it
And they
back
came
out
back
3
out
months
too.
later.
Yeah, they did. And
Yeah,
then
and
people were like, people were complaining that Endgame is like, oh, why is Endgame showing again? You know they're desperate for that. I'm like,
Yeah,
so did
because
Avatar.
Avatar did the same.
Yeah,
fucking
no, it's not
thing.
like they
That's
don't
the
show
thing.
Star Wars every time there's an anniversary. And I'm not
True.
talking about. And when I say Star Wars, I mean the New Hope, A New Hope, not any other Star Wars movie. It's always a New Hope.
AMC did that. No, AMC did that whole marathon. I wanted to go to it. It was like a full 24 hours of Star Wars movies.
I'm not sitting there.
before
I'm not
the
sitting in a theater for
7th
24
or the
hours
8th
watching
one.
all the Star Wars movies.
I would have if I didn't have work. But I had work. At
I
the
can
time,
watch
so I
like
couldn't.
there's just some movies that like
I
it's
don't
like
need
Lord
to
of
see
fucking Rings. You
a
just can't
story
see it
that
all at
doesn't
once.
match up.
If
I
I
mean,
have too much of the
accurate.
same shit, I get annoyed.
Sure. No, I get that. That's why I'm not constantly watching Transformers. I watch other things too.
Acting and Power Rangers can be two dimensional, and back when we used to watch movies in school, nowadays we can't.
Technically, the first Power Rangers movie wasn't all that great.
No, it wasn't. They morphed for like 10 minutes, and then 45 minutes later they morph, and then they don't fight. They just get in the fucking cheap
Yeah.
ass CGI swords.
Yep.
The budget ran out. They spent the whole budget on the suits.
Yep.
Iron
They
Man.
actually still have the suits.
That was-
It was just obviously they're all like deteriorating and all that.
No, they had
Yeah.
to make more suits during the shoot because at first they
Right.
made the helmets without the visors, without
Yeah.
the mouthpieces, because they wanted people to see their expressions and their faces.
Yeah. That
And
was
then they
stupid.
filmed the movie. Then they had to do reshoots because they realized the visors were important. So they had to fucking reshoot. And
Mhm.
then Jason David Frank cut the ass part of his costume out so he could fucking give what's his name beef stew. The guy that played Rocky. How do I know he did that? Because he told us.
Oh my gosh.
He told us he cut the ass part out of the suit. Or like hung his ass over his face while he was sleeping. Then when he woke up, he like farted in it. He apparently Jason David Frank was the prankster of the crew.
Yeah, I can see that.
Mhm.
Yeah, and like, how do you know Goku? Well, because he was there and he told us, like, hey, when we did the Christmas special on Power Rangers, like, and they had the mistletoe, and Kimberly's like, Tommy, and then all right, cool, and then he dropped his pants on the set. For real, that's what he
I don't
fucking
recall-
said.
Like I don't recall that episode.
No, there's a Christmas special where they kiss on their
Yeah, yeah.
mistletoe, but when they were filming, he dropped
The
his
outtakes.
pants.
Yeah.
No, that's not. They didn't fucking release that. They're not.
Of
gonna
course
release
not.
Cut the cameras.
that. This
Like
isn't
when
that kind of
Barney-
movie.
When Barney jacks their fucking purse,
Jason,
it's
this
like,
isn't that kind of
"Look,
movie.
peppers."
This isn't that kind of movie, Jason. We're filming that one later.
Yeah.
Leave the suits.
Leave the suits.
Leave the
I-
helmet on.
Accurate. Well,
I'll
They-
be right back.
Johnny told us like whenever they broke a prop, like the morphers, they would just
Yeah.
go to Walmart or Toys R Us and buy another one.
there you go.
For real, like eventually, the morphers are the fucking toys.
Yeah.
It's cheaper, quicker.
Quicker and
Mhm.
cheaper, and they run on batteries.
Yep. What else is
Go
there?
Power Rangers.
But no, yeah, like that was like that was the first time I ever did one of those like whiny things, like it's not up to the source material. I was like, that's not what the exterior of the juice bar looks like. Where even is Ernie? What is this? This is an Angel Grove. Where are they? That's not how they morph. That's not how they do that. And
Why is there a
me, I'm
McDonald's
like-
in the background?
That fucking
And me,
person.
I'm like 5 or 6 years old at the time. I was like, that's not what Lord Zed sounds like. And da 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 da. That was like the first. And
I like how
probably the only
nobody
time-
questioned the pig though, like the big fucking pig that was
I
there.
did.
Like
I was like, who
nobody
is this
ever
guy?
talks to like who is
Notepad.
he and why did he never show up after that?
Yeah,
This is
I
wrong.
did that. I was like,
this is wrong.
where's Ninjor? What is this?
This was before Ninja.
Dulcie-
This was before.
Dulcie is pretty. I like her. What's up with this?
You could tell they were like, okay, the dads are gonna go watch this with their kids. We got to appeal to the dads. So they put Dulcie out there in a 2-piece, half naked.
Yeah, I know. Seriously.
I'm like,
Jeez.
I was watching it as an adult. And I'm like, whoa, this movie got interesting. And then she leaves. I'm like, oh. Well, this movie got lame again. They're dressed
How
as
what-
ninjas. Come on, Naruto, go find the secret power.
Why are Kimberly and Aisha screaming all the fucking time? They never did that before in the show.
Because they're girls.
Which-
They gotta scream.
Which movie are you talking about?
We're talking about Power
first
Rangers, the
one.
movie. The
first
first
one.
one.
Yeah, the first one.
There's that scene where which one of the Power Rangers does like 3 backflips to just try to help. It was the Blue Ranger.
It was the Blue Ranger. He's
Right, David just
backflipping. And
Tries
then
to,
they're.
here, let me help you up.
And then, no,
Yeah.
but it gets better because before that, when they were getting ready to morph, he's backflipping and then somebody else joins it. And then there's 2 of them
Kimberly.
backflipping instead of just running.
Yeah, it's
This
it's
is
Billy and
slower and
Kimberly.
inconvenient.
Yeah, it's Billy and Kimberly.
They're
doing
like,
it.
they backflip retreat.
Yes.
And it's like they didn't backflip once or twice and then run. No, they backflip like 50 feet.
Yeah, they did. That was weird.
They're like, and then as soon as they get back, they're like, they're too tough. They're trying to
Yeah.
trying to be like, you're fucking winded because you backflipped.
It's like, you're tired and dizzy now.
And Tommy just gets kicked in the dirt once. And he's like covered in sand. Like, oh, my clothes are dirty. Morphin' time.
Right.
You dirtied my clothes.
Yep.
How dare you touch me?
Yep. Yep.
What was there's
Oh.
a supercut of the Yellow Ranger just getting their ass handed to him the entire movie because they don't do anything.
And then Rocky bitch is like, oh, I'm a
It's
frog.
terrible.
I'm a frog.
I'm a
Donnie.
frog.
No, that's Adam.
I know, that's what I said. I said Adam.
You said Rocky.
No. I answered his question, and then I said, there's a scene where Adam.
Okay.
Adam's like, I'm a frog. I'm a frog. All right, come on, Frogger. Save the world.
Let's go.
Boing.
Dude, the Ninja Megazord looked like shit.
It did.
It
Compared
looked
to the-
like trash.
Compared to the series, I was like,
It didn't even have a face.
hey.
It didn't have a face. It didn't have shit. The CGI were like prototype PS2 graphics.
And again, this is their set. And again, they're okay. I understand maybe they were having some issues like controlling their Zords because these are like new cars technically, but it's like you've done this before. Y'all should know how to work,
They
Your
couldn't
machine-
control the Zords because CGI was shit.
right?
They
We're
spent
used to-
the
we're used to
entire
operating with better
budget.
Sorry, they
graphics.
just like
Tommy said
they
his
just
suit
made
weighed
Kimberly
40
and
pounds.
Aisha seem like super useless. And it's like, the fuck are y'all doing?
They
What's
had
his
the
face?
best counter though.
Jason
the red
said
button
that,
that
Jason
kicks
said
him.
that
Yeah.
his suit cost 40. It weighed 40 pounds.
Yeah,
So you can only imagine how much it cost to make.
right.
And then he's cutting it up.
Yeah.
So he has a White Ranger chaplet, like, how do you say it?
Assless
Assless
chaps.
chaps. He's got a White Ranger that's assless
Although-
chaps.
Chaps don't have asses, so every time someone says assless chaps,
I don't
Yeah,
give a
it's like-
fuck. I saw it in a
Dumb.
movie. That's what I'm going to say.
there's no assless chaps. There's assless pants, and then there's
Yeah.
chaps. that do
Whatever.
not
His
cover your
ass is exposed.
Anywho,
It's getting
His
cheeky.
ass is exposed, and those suits don't look cheap.
right.
It's probably made with some thick, like
Didn't they
Leather.
film that shit in Australia? That's why it was all
Yes.
clean and fancy.
Yes.
You know they weren't in California.
No, they weren't.
No, they
There was no
weren't. They were all-
smog. There was no crime. Everybody was getting along. This ain't America.
that's be Australia.
Fuck, what else? I don't know, but yeah. Oh yeah, there were just like tons of problems with it. Don't get me wrong, I still love the movie, but it's still like
Whose fucking idea was it to make giant pigeons as the bad guy?
Crow ninjas.
Whatever, evil
they're
Grow
taking
ninjas, grow ninjas, go!
crow ninjas. Crow ninjas. Dude, they were evil fucking chickens.
Yeah.
I want to say they were like
You want us to take another whack at it? How about taking another
take
quack
that
at it?
quack at it. That was a
Fucking
great
zaps
line,
him.
actually.
Ivan Ooze was like the only entertaining thing. I miss so
Whatever.
much
They
the
kicked him
the
in
Black
the dick.
Plague, the Spanish Inquisition, the Brady Bunch reunion.
That was some
Brady
good
Bunch.
stuff.
He had
That was-
he had good one-liners. He was like the only
He did.
entertaining
21
part.
gigawatts.
Great Scott.
Great Scott.
Yeah.
Let's. Oh, I got poop.
Just all the Power Rangers movies, I guess, are bad.
No, I mean
What about the reboot?
No, the reboot was good. They at least
the reboot. They at least
I
tried to
will-
make it make sense.
I will still argue I
Yeah,
think it was
tried.
BS
Sure.
that they didn't just go ahead and have and keep it like the TV show. I'm tired that everyone made that thing like all, oh, why does the black guy the Black Ranger? Why's the Asian chick the Yellow Ranger? It wasn't on purpose, motherfuckers. Get the fuck over yourselves.
Yeah, because originally the Yellow Ranger was a Latina, and
Right.
then Trini, the Asian girl, took over
Matron.
after.
Yes. Like you can actually see that pilot. I don't know why that
The pilot
worked
was
out the
shit.
way-
Alpha looks like crap. Alpha has the helmet.
He
And he's got
does.
like a cardboard like
He
his
does,
chest
yeah.
piece is like like it's not even attached. It was like swinging like a damn.
I've
You know,
never
like,
seen the pilot. I kind of.
It looks like
curious
shit.
now.
Y-
I'm really
it's-
curious now.
You can find it. They actually
Yeah,
aired it on
it's
TV one time.
they
so,
aired it
yeah.
on TV. It's on the DVD. So it looks like shit. I'm like,
It
how
does.
the hell did this get popular? And then it's so obvious, like that they're using Japanese footage.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
It wasn't even the
Because
first
Goldar's
time I
talking and like his lips are flapping, but he's not saying anything.
well, so's the same
Rita.
thing with Rita. Yeah,
Yeah.
Rita and all of them. Yeah, all those villains are
but
from the
There
Japanese
it's more
series. But yeah.
apparent. There it's more apparent.
Well, what was it? Well, no, I remember. So when I was binge watching all of them again, there's quite a few scenes in Turbo, where when they're doing some of the action scenes, you can clearly see the Japanese like street signs and stuff and the markings on the streets, and it's like, how did
Yeah, they
I
didn't
miss
even
that
try.
when I was like 7?
Well, no, like
But then
no.
again, I was 7.
Yeah, well, nobody actually.
Angel Grove has a lot of very
Turbo-
tall
I don't-
buildings.
Turbo, yeah, for real. Like the
For
fucking
being in
same
the
buildings always
suburbs all
getting
the time.
destroyed.
Don't worry. The robots only fight in Japan. They don't fight over here.
Yes, no, but every fucking day it's the same building getting fucking blown
It
up.
is the same
Those
building getting
Mexicans
blown up.
work fast.
Right?
Work.
Where are they, and how do we
Mexican
hire them to build our freeways?
Yep. What was another one? Oh, Lightspeed Rescue did the same thing too, because again, they're seen as they show like these Japanese buildings getting destroyed, and and they're saving all the people inside of
Wasn't
them.
Lightspeed Rescue the last one under Saban?
Wild Force.
Are you sure? I thought that was Disney.
Yeah, after Wild Force. Yeah, because after Wild Force was Ninja Storm, and that's when it went over to Disney.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Okay, because I don't think.
Because then it came back after something rather to Saban, and now it's with Hasbro.
And after
Okay, I
RPM,
do.
it went back to after
Yeah.
RPM. After RPM, they
PM.
tried to do a reboot
Right.
of Power Rangers, which was shit.
Yeah, all of us was just sparkles.
They added like shitty Microsoft Paint effects to like the
Yeah.
old footage.
I was
Yeah.
like
Goldar in the new one, literally made out of gold.
Krispy Kreme.
Yes.
Krispy Kreme.
Krispy
I'm
Kreme.
convinced that it was just a giant Krispy Kreme commercial.
Probably. It's like a big product placement.
I mean,
yeah,
Rita looked she
but
looked
no, yeah, that's-
attractive in the trailer, but then you see in
Yeah.
the movie, you're like, oh god.
Yeah, that was weird.
Kreme.
But yeah, so like that was like the weird. So that's like, but yeah, like that was one of my biggest pet peeves was that
Remember how Alpha 5 looked?
Yeah.
how Alpha 5 looked.
Well, they cut out the part of
Uh,
the story from that movie
Hmm.
to where Rita was working for Zed, and the reason why he wears the mask, the reason why he was gonna wear the mask in the movie was that he couldn't touch the Zeo. He tried to touch the Zeo crystals, and it fried him. And that's why he's all
Okay.
skinny and like skin
Yeah.
flesh exposed, and he's got like them life support tubes on him, and then he's got the mask on.
Yeah,
because
I
it's
was gonna
keeping
say
all
because
that.
I like the character design of Zed.
Well, that's the story they were
So-
gonna give him in the live action adaptation.
So what happened? Did like they ever say why they just weren't making it again? Because I
It
thought
just
it did
didn't do
well.
good. It didn't do good enough.
I thought it did well enough.
In the theaters, it didn't make
It
Oh,
did.
okay.
It did okay in domestically, but internationally it was
Right.
not that good.
it didn't
I
meet their
think-
expectations. No,
I was
it,
gonna-
they barely
Eh,
they
They barely made
did-
over their budget.
They barely made the budget that they wanted. It
Okay.
wasn't. It was enough to get their money back, but it wasn't enough to justify a sequel.
okay. I was gonna say because I thought it was decent enough. I was ready for a sequel, and and I think the actors they got were very good. I just think either they should have just gone ahead to like Rocky Aisha and
They had a dick joke in it.
Adam. It did. I'm not gonna lie.
The guy's like, "Oh, the cow shouldn't be rowdy. I milked him. I milked her. It's a dude." What? Did it
Yeah,
only
that
have
was
one
weird.
udder? Yeah. And he's like, "Oh
Yeah.
shit." He's,
Yeah, that was a weird like introductory thing.
yeah, like
And I was kind of like on the fence. I was kind of like okay with them actually not being the perfect students.
That
I felt
actually
like,
made sense to me
Yeah.
because they're like, Alpha, Rita's escape. Recruit a
There's
team of teenagers
teenagers
with attitude.
attitude.
Like,
Yeah.
and then they get like Boy
Let's find the
Scouts.
honor students. Yeah.
Get some teenagers who are about to go to jail.
For real, one's under house arrest.
So,
Damn.
And then they talk back to Zordon. Who the fuck are you? I'm
you?
Zordon. I'm from.
teenagers
is-
with a police report.
I'm
Yeah.
from
Like,
Breaking
what does that
Bad.
even?
They're like.
I guess,
didn't
like,
li-
I kinda
didn't-
like that.
didn't-
Yeah,
I
it was a
didn't- I didn't
redemption.
like the power coins. How they look. They look like shit.
They did.
The morphing
You're a prop
sequence.
guy, though.
The
You
morphing
love the little
sequence was
things.
like stolen from the original Super Sentai morphing sequence.
Yes.
They didn't have morpher, and which was shit. And I'll tell you this, that was stupid because at the in the toys they had a shitty morpher, and I bought it, and then I
And in
watched
the
the
movies, they
shitty
don't-
movie.
They
and
don't
they-
have a morpher.
they don't have
It's
shit.
all like I would just believe.
Believe. Like a shitty Disney movie.
You don't
Yeah.
need the coins.
It's-
I mean, I
You
thought it was
have-
kind of funny,
it's like,
but
I think you do actually.
They should've
Otherwise,
played
you
the
wouldn't have
theme
had
song.
to find them.
they should have played the theme song.
Yes.
When they turn into the Megazord. They play it when they're like going, when they're like about to go fight
Yeah.
Goldar, but like
And
so
then,
the story
and then
is
What you thought of the Megazord? How it looked? You wanted to like it, but you didn't really.
I really did. I really wanted to like it, but it was
Why did the mastodon have like 6 legs?
because it was an alien mastodon.
That's bullshit. It's all bullshit.
That's what is that what we're
They
questioning?
were.
We're not going to
based on-
question the fact that they couldn't become the Megazord until after they touched the Zeo crystals.
No, let me start. Okay, no, let me start with this. So I'm going to start with the fact that the Zords. Okay, I get that they're aliens, but again, they were modeled after the dinosaurs. Even though a mastodon is not a fucking dinosaur, but that's beside the point.
How long did they model them after? Because all those dinosaurs are from different fucking time periods.
Exactly. Number 2. Number 3. What the fuck was with that? They all just don't look like anything that the Rangers are supposed to be. That being said, I haven't watched the movie in a while, so I don't even remember if they even, when they morphed, said the thing. I don't think they did. They didn't do their thing. You know, like Mastodon, Pterodactyl. They didn't do that. I don't think they did that. It was
I don't
just.
remember. I only saw it once, and that was it.
It was just. It's morphin' time, and all of a sudden they're morphed.
It's morphin'
So,
time.
so I was like,
It's high noon.
so I was disappointed that I didn't get to see the actual like roll call and everything. And the Megazord.
Tyrannosaurus. Mastodon, I think. I don't know. It's got 6 legs. That's weird. Should have 4. 4, right? I'm not very good at school, but I'm pretty sure it's 4.
All right.
Fucked up this Mastodon.
But yeah, and then turning into the Megazord, it was like, what the hell is this?
Oh, that's
It was-
that's the helmet.
What the hell is that? That's not even a Tyrannosaurus.
Actually,
I
this
get
one
they
looks
were-
pretty good.
Looks like a falcon.
Somebody
Right.
bought one of these and recolored it, and it actually looks like it's got the same layout, but it's just but if you color it
Ish.
yourself.
Yeah, it is just more streamlined.
But god damn it.
How's it open?
Oh, actually, it doesn't.
Orally.
Actually, no, it's closing. It's a pain in the ass.
Oh shit.
This one, the reason why I didn't do Anarchy because these are officially licensed.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's plastic and it's made for adults, but they're officially licensed. And plus,
Okay.
it's easier to see. Actually, you can see through the visor pretty good, and it's got spaces right here in the mouth and the
You can actually
visor.
breathe.
So it lets out so it doesn't like fog up as easily.
There you go. But yeah, like the Megazord, I don't know. And then the whole concept that each ranger control.
Okay, you guys.
Yeah,
are in
like that was
charge.
the thing. They were only in the
Jess, you're in
joints.
charge.
Woo.
Each ranger was only in a joint. They weren't even together in the cockpit. They were like, you had the one ranger on this arm and the one ranger on this arm and the
It was like
one ranger on
Voltron.
each. Like, yeah, it was weird. And then they could only control their individual limb, and it's like,
Well, how do you think they work within the cockpit? I mean, the idea is kind of dumb to begin with, that you have 5 people operating one robot. You have to operate one thing, otherwise someone's just doing nothing. Who's in
I
charge
feel-
of the dick button that just hit to kick the guy in the dick?
Well,
I
feel-
didn't watch the fight because I
I
didn't
don't
watch.
know.
So
I
they
feel
should have
like,
an emergency button.
well, yeah, I feel like, go away. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe someone's like in charge of the weapon system. Someone's in charge of like navigation or some bullshit. I don't fucking know.
I mean,
how
like
this works.
in the Zord, where is the cockpit? Because if you're in the arm or the legs, you're like sprinting and running around. You are moving a lot as you're
Mhm.
getting thrown around. And
Yeah. How are you able to see like what are you doing? Where are you going? How do you actually like aim that shit?
can we like slow down? I can't fucking see.
Also, like, yeah, now you have to like all of a sudden develop telepathy and know what the fuck you're doing in coordination with 4 other minds.
They had
And it's like,
they had 5 people. The Jaegers only needed 2.
yeah. Yeah, it was just a really weird thing. Again, I like, and it just didn't make sense. Especially towards the end where, you know, like they're finally all hanging out together and Billy's mom's like, Billy, your friends, like she actually names Jason, Kimberly, and Zach and some girl named Trini. It's like, you could have just not, I don't know why that had to be like a joke. Like they couldn't say her name properly. It's like you could have just cast her like the original series, not made a big fucking deal about it. And
No, we got to make jokes about stupid things.
it was just so dumb. I don't know. Like that did just kind of like peeve me off a little bit was the whole like, if you were going to have the original 5, you should have cast them like the original 5. That's my personal preference.
Just make it all stereotype. Although if
They
it wasn't on
weren't
if it
stereotyped.
wasn't on purpose that they
It
matched the
wasn't.
color scheme,
Yeah.
that is just the weirdest coincidence that they could have done. Someone in like the R&D should be like, you know, the
We
black
got,
guy's the Black
Well,
Ranger.
Goku says he knows Walter Jones. Why don't we ask him?
I just think it's someone should have, if it wasn't done by someone on purpose, someone should have said something like the Asian person's the yellow Power Ranger and the black one's the black one.
Yeah.
We should change this. Should we change this up? Like, no. Okay.
I never saw an issue with it. I don't think a lot of us saw an issue with it back in the day. It's only
Modern times when we're being all PC.
yeah. Why was it this way? Well, it wasn't always this way. And why
it
does it
wasn't
matter?
always like that.
It always was.
And why does it matter? Keep in mind, this was also the early 1990s when,
1993. Yeah.
yeah,
Something like that.
93 is when it started. So
Mhm.
yeah, like, yeah, this was kind of what shows sort of looked like. Like, this
Mhm.
is how the people all acted. So
Wait, so this was the 90s? Always has been. The astronaut.
but
It's not like it was a super complicated story to follow by. They
it
didn't.
really wasn't.
It didn't really matter.
Mhm.
Right.
But I mean,
So-
we're gonna look into things that we don't need to. So
Right. But again, I mean, I still enjoy it. It's just those are just little nitpicky things that I wouldn't have done. But I'm not a Hollywood exec, so it's
what?
just my opinion. I know, right?
Could be.
Damn, I'm gonna have to go back in a few minutes.
Uh-oh.
I think I
What
helped.
did you eat?
No, if I hold it in too long, my body gets sick.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I held it in
I'm
too
not
long.
supposed to hold in stuff.
I think
Let
that's
it out.
Probably why I have an ulcer.
Dude.
Because I don't take care of myself. Anyways, so what were we talking about? What were we
Sonic,
talking about?
what is a bad? You haven't said a bad movie yet. Do you just not watch bad movies? Do you have
No,
the
I-
perfect
He doesn't
choice?
torture himself like we do. He's over here. He's over here sitting here,
Yeah.
dumbasses.
Was it what wait okay, so are we doing the it's so bad it's the ones you like but
Either.
people don't
A
or
shitty movie.
What's a-
just
Whatever your
What is a
opinion is
movie
of a
that was
shitty
so
movie
shitty that you have to vent about? Like, fuck.
that it's the Terminators to you.
grown-ups too.
I've never seen it.
I haven't seen it either, but
I
that makes
I
sense.
saw the
That's fucking
first one and
serious.
liked it.
Hold on.
Hmm.
The commercials and the trailers pretty much gave you the fucking movie.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, not
Well,
Batman
don't they
v
all?
Superman.
No, it's like the only redeeming thing from the movie was Stone Cold Steve Austin in the fucking movie.
Oh, and,
That
and
was
his
it.
hot girlfriend.
And he had hair.
Yeah. What? Oh, I'm gonna have to go back now. Anyways, I will say something though.
Hmm.
What?
Fuck Batman v Superman. I love the story. I love the concept. I just hated how
Wait, what?
Doomsday. Batman v Superman.
Oh yeah.
I liked the movie. I liked everything until Doomsday shows up. He looks like a gray Shrek.
No,
I
like I
Yeah,
said, I was.
I didn't like. Oh, sorry to interrupt the SJ.
No,
but,
don't worry.
I didn't like how the trailer just gave it away. They should have just like not show him. They could have just like teased it or something.
Not showed him, not showed Wonder Woman.
And what's crazy is they showed
Yeah.
that trailer with him in it
Yeah.
during another movie at the theater. And I
Yep.
remember watching it. I forgot what the fucking movie was, but I remember watching it, and I was like, "Damn, they put Shrek in there."
I saw it in a. I saw it. They showed it during like a talk show. They had like a premiere or something like that.
Mhm.
And that's the way I saw it. And I saw Doomsday. I was like, really? I was like, oh, dude, I would have loved to see it and be surprised at it.
That's
Yeah.
a modern thing too. They spoil way too much in movies.
But
Like,
the guy
They
that played
do.
Zod, they were like, "Oh, we saw him walk
Michael
around
Shannon.
with flippers. He obviously he's gonna be Doomsday." No, you don't know that. He could be
He was.
he could be remaking Flipper the movie, or he could be Echo the Dolphin.
Yeah, the Sega pretty much just said, hey,
Yeah.
fucking make this movie about a dolphin.
Yeah, for
Yep.
It's Dolphin Tail, but it with Echo the Dolphin.
Yep. Like I said, I was again at the Edwards Theater and we were watching it. And
Right.
as soon as that desert one, and as soon as that desert whole
Oh, the desert
sequence-
scene.
that whole sequence came on, as soon as because there's a straight like 2 or 3 second black.
Is
And I-
Lois Lane. she's the,
it's like, is
the
it over?
And as soon as that happened, I was like, what the fuck out loud? And everybody in the audience like cracked up. I was like, did we just like all of a sudden get another movie? What just happened here? Is that
Someone fucked up the film.
what's going on?
yeah, I
was
think
so
they
confused.
I think they accidentally like spliced 2 movies together.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't their
Yeah.
intention, but it just happened.
Yep.
I liked Batman v Superman, despite it being a shitty movie.
But, you
my
know-
biggest issue is they try to put too much shit in it. They try to
Yes.
get 5 Marvel movies into one
one.
DC movie.
And also the way, if anything, it's like going from like Man of Steel, it's like going from
Mhm.
Iron Man to Civil War. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like going from that. Like they should have just like put, the Flash, they put it as in Cyborg, sort of Wonder Woman, Aquaman. They should have done
Mhm.
those movies first, then do Batman v Superman.
Like, yeah,
then
exactly.
just-
we didn't
Yeah.
even get a Batman movie. We got
Right.
Batman and Superman. You had Superman or Man of Steel,
Mm.
and then it's like, okay, now it's a universe. Like, we want to see the other movies.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you need to work up to the universe first. And I'm still pissed off that they got Ben Affleck to do it instead of literally anybody else.
I like Ben Affleck.
Oh, he
I-
was-
That.
he
I
was
think he
okay.
did it.
I like Ben
but-
Affleck in other things. I just didn't think
He would fit as
he
Batman.
was a I just didn't think he was a good Batman.
I think he
but,
fit that version of Batman. But I
I
don't
think he was a decent Bruce Wayne.
Mm,
Just like I think George Clooney was a better Bruce Wayne than Batman, but I think
bad credit card.
yeah. But
he was not a good Batman though.
I said it
That
before and
kinda
I will say it again. I wish they had gotten Jensen Ackles as Batman. I think that would have actually worked.
Because they could have did Jason Todd with Dean from them too. So that would have been a really cool combination.
Jason
Also,
Well,
Jason,
yeah.
he's like 6'5" or 6'7". He's fucking huge.
Dean
But,
or
uh,
Batman?
No, I mean like. No, I was thinking of something else. I was thinking
Okay.
Padalecki as Batman. It's
Oh,
like, I'm
Padalecki.
never too fucking tall for that
Ooh.
shit.
Oh, or it should be what do you thought about Robert Pattinson so far?
Haven't seen
Based on
him.
what you've seen, like footage wise and all that in the trailers.
I
I haven't
assume
seen
he
any
could
of the
act.
trailers.
he was a stage actor. He's been in other roles, so I assume he can act. I mean, everyone just knows him for his like two fucking
Everyone
roles.
just knows him for that. And like it was funny. I remember back when like Blockbuster was still around, I saw like some B movie of him as like a zombie pilot. I didn't watch the movie. I just saw the cover and him was like a zombie pilot or a ghost pilot. And it's like he's still wearing the makeup from Twilight.
It's just covered in glitter.
Kind of, yeah.
They probably were just like, you know what? Since you're already in
So-
it, might as well just keep it that way.
I think it's important
Right.
for the Batman to have a strong jawline. Like Ben Affleck had one, and Robert Pattinson has one. So
Okay.
it's kind of important because when all you can see is this, this
It-
part has to kind of
true.
match up and look like the character does. Ben Affleck was good in the movies that he would played it, but I don't think he could do 3 standalone Batman movies like Christian Bale could. he couldn't. I don't think he can hold that role the same way. But
I feel like
for-
Christian Bale barely did that. I just don't care for him. I don't see why everyone's like, he's the best. I really just don't care.
Well, Michael Keaton.
I
for
love Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
I fucking wish, and personally, I wish that Kevin Conroy's voice was its own like actual thing, because Kevin Conroy is the best voice of Batman.
I know he actually did Batman. He did Bruce Wayne for that Crisis of Infinite War.
Yes.
He did that. I mean, that was good. I always, like you said, I would have pictured him as, Batman himself.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I would have thought that.
See, like, okay, so here's like kind of what I wish would have happened.
Oh, you thought of Val Kilmer. There you go.
I thought it was fine.
I thought he was
It's okay.
okay. Yeah, he's just okay.
It wasn't one of the stronger Batman movies, so
So,
Yeah.
so here's what technically I wish would happen. I wish they would do like Power Rangers. You know how Power Rangers, they have the voice actress that did Rita,
Mhm.
and they have the Japanese Rita, and then they had the new Rita
you want them
actress.
to dub. You want Kevin Conroy to dub over the actors.
Yes,
I think they could do that if
he could do that.
if they did it like when he's Bruce Wayne, then they're Bruce Wayne. But when they're Batman, Kevin Conroy's voice.
Yes,
That'd
yes,
be cool.
because they should have done that. I think especially for Christian Bale, because Christian Bale, yeah, he had to like try to get his
Where are
growl
they?
sound like he smokes 5 packs a day, and they still had to like
Well, what I
put
did
more
like
special effects to it.
what I did like how the way Batman or Superman, the way they did it, I did like the voice modulator.
Yeah, that makes
I did
sense.
like that. I did like that part.
Okay, yeah.
I'll give him the props to that part, because that was my biggest gripe with Christian Bale's, is the way he had to do that voice thing.
Mhm.
I'm sure it must have hurt his fucking throat. Just
As
Oh,
like
for sure.
the filming goes on, his voice changes because eventually he's just whispering, and someone was like, "I have to tell you something very important."
Yeah.
I'm the doctor.
Or what was it?
Speak up.
Oh, like
dead people.
damn, what was it? No, but like the CW TV stuff, they did that. Arrow, he's got a voice modulator on.
Yeah.
Flash, he like vibrates his vocal cords or whatever, but so he sounds like 5 voices at once or some bullshit. I don't know. Because yeah, of course. But yeah, no, like shit like that where they're doing. See, I like that. They're not trying. They're just like, yeah, we're gonna.
Okay, if you got money, you can afford a $5 alien voice modulator down at Walmart. It's not hard to get.
Exactly. And
yeah.
these are, yeah, people that are
Oh God, you look
rich.
terrible.
Who, me?
but
I put water in my hair.
yeah,
Water in my hair and they won't go.
but Dean's got that growl. Or but Jensen has that kind of deep growly voice. So it's like, I think he absolutely has the voice for a Batman.
Who?
Jensen Ackles
Yeah.
for Batman.
I mean, he doesn't have to do the throat. I like the Ben Affleck version where he uses a voice changer.
Yeah, we
I know that's exactly
We
what I
talked
just
about that.
said.
modulator makes sense.
Modulator makes sense. But also like, well, I feel like
Who the
But I
fuck
feel
didn't
like
know
again,
Adam
Ben
West was
Affleck
Batman?
needed to do that because his voice can't go deep enough. When you actually ask for an actor with a naturally deep bass voice, which is what I think Batman should have, just this natural deep, almost of a growl.
Mhm.
Jensen is one of them. Jensen is one of the guys that can pull it off.
You've yeed your last haw.
Hey, notice that cowboys say yeehaw, but
Oh, my mom-
ninjas say
someone's calling me.
hiya.
But yeah, so that.
I
So-
like Batman v Superman, and Super Jew doesn't like Ben Affleck at all. That's what we've covered here so far. You hate Ben Affleck.
I
Just
didn't
admit it.
say like at all. I just said like he's not one of my favorites. I thought he was like tolerable in Daredevil.
You like him in what
Daredevil.
the role that everyone thought he would be terrible as
I said
Batman because of.
Tolerable. I said tolerable.
Damn near killed Sonic.
This is true.
Like,
He's like, oh God, it's a heart attack.
Keep in mind, I haven't watched Daredevil in a while.
I
So-
thought Daredevil. I thought it was fine in Daredevil too, mostly because I like Michael. Michael.
There
Clark
was a
Duncan.
2. Yes. Yes. No, it was Michael Clark Duncan. I
As
miss
Kingpin.
Michael Clark Duncan. He
the
was
Green Mile.
Green Mile. I thought he was a decent ass Kingpin. What the fuck else was he in? Oh, he was in that Green Lantern movie. What's his name?
About
One of
Ryan
the
Reynolds one?
aliens. Yeah, one of the aliens.
Oh yeah, he was in that movie. I kind of forgot.
Was he?
No, yeah,
thought
he was
he
the one that always
died
goes
before that.
Poozer.
Him? Kilowog.
Thank you. I was like, I know the name. I just don't know why I can't say it.
I'm not allowed to not
That's-
remember it.
And a couple other ones.
I thought he died before the shitty Green Lantern came out.
No, apparently I think it was like right after ish.
Hmm.
But no, yeah, his was a great voice. I would have loved to have seen him in something else too.
6'8" or something.
Well, yeah.
He's giant.
Mm-hmm.
Is he?
Hell, they should have made him Steel, not fucking Shaq. That's one. Oh
Fuck
my
Shaq.
god.
That was
Steel.
Oh, I was.
Well, no,
Shaq's
because I
not
just
an
saw
actor.
Steel.
I thought you were calling.
Clearly.
I thought you were going to talk about Kazam. It's like, I am Kazam.
No,
Of
because
course,
I
that's
actually
I thought of that.
I actually haven't seen that. I still haven't recently seen that, but I did just recently see Steel.
Well, he's not an actor.
But
Yeah, what do you
he's
expect?
clearly not an actor. But no, they made a damn good point of it. They did not hide the fact that this guy is 7 foot tall. Everybody looks up at him,
And you can't teach that.
and everyone's like, it was this giant guy in a suit of armor. And of course, automatically, even the bad guy's like, gee, I wonder who it is. Even everyone who knows the guy is like, yeah, there's a 7 foot guy walking around in a suit of armor. I wonder who it is. Like, no, yeah, you should have actually found a more average looking guy to be in that suit of armor. What the fuck were you thinking?
You fit the criteria. Why? Because I'm black? No, because you're 7 foot.
But tall.
7 foot. You sound just like him. You're on camera.
Yeah.
You can't. We don't know where you were for the last 5 hours. Pretty sure it was you.
Pretty sure it was you. Yeah. No, absolutely. I did like the one scene where like the couple, even the random couple he saves, they're like, they're like looking at each other like,
Is that Shaq? Pretty sure it's Shaq. I have to go. The
Yeah.
Lakers need me.
yeah, the cops are like, who's the guy that recovered your stuff? And they're like, oh, he's not here. It's like,
Isn't his
no,
name John
good
Henry?
goddamn well, his name is John Henry Steele. Yes.
Hey, it's
No,
John.
John Henry Irons?
I don't know.
I don't
Jeremy
remember.
I'm
Irons.
pretty sure it's John Henry though, because
It is John Henry. Yeah, they are making an allusion to that, which is fine. Cool. But still, it was like they just kept going with it. It's like, oh my goodness. And the fact that they couldn't come up with other weapons. The weapon he's using is the same weapon as the weapons that were stolen from the army. It's like, really? You couldn't come up with something that actually counteracts the weapons?
no. Too much
Or
thinking involved.
Right? I was like, Jesus Christ. Okay.
And okay, I'm back.
Okay.
My mom asked me if I can go buy food. And my brother. I was like, okay,
Oh,
I'll do
you,
it.
you don't look as disheveled.
Okay, good.
I-
But yeah, so I think technically, I don't know if that's technically considered a shitty movie.
What's a shitty movie? The dog's
Steel.
here wants to talk
Steel.
about shitty movies.
Steel.
Steel.
Shit, Steel with Shaquille O'Neal?
Yeah.
Steel
Yeah.
with O'Neal.
Oh fuck
Steel
no!
O'Neal.
That movie was shit.
Okay.
Would you prefer that or the Terminators?
Mm.
Oh,
Put you in a spot.
damn!
I haven't seen the Terminator.
You know what?
I
At
would
least
guess
the
that's a worse
Terminators is
movie.
trying to be. God no, it has no fucking redeeming.
I was gonna say, try and finish that thought. What's another one? Oh,
hold on.
oh.
I know y'all talking about Steel, but let me talk about fucking Steel. First
I already
off,
talked about Steel.
Steel has nothing to do with fucking Superman. The only reason why this motherfucker became Steel was because Superman died. He didn't just wake up one day and say, I'm gonna put on a metal costume and fight crime.
Oh, that's right.
He didn't have any of the fucking powers. He couldn't fly,
So it's
couldn't
not
do
like-
shit.
so it's-
He
so
couldn't
it's
even
not like
play.
Hancock.
And it's Shaquille O'Neal. You think he could at least play some hoops? Hell no.
They kept making jokes about how he couldn't play hoops.
They
I was like, what?
Kazan was a better movie. I'll take
Really showing
Shaquille
off his
O'Neal's
acting
rapping
chops.
genie ass any day over
I
Steel.
am Kazam.
For real, at least he could play hoops.
Um,
Fuck Steel.
what else is there?
Fuck Steel.
Oh, Indiana
Over the
Jones
Fuck
and the Kingdom
Steel.
of the King's Crystal Skull.
Indiana
boy, did
Jones
they
and
do-
fuck
oh.
Steel.
Oh, did they? Oh, they really nuked the fridge on that one, huh? That's
So,
like the scene
I have
everybody
a
talks
question.
about.
So it's
I
like,
like it.
in the later ones where he's old as shit. Is that Shia LaBeouf supposed to be like his son or something?
Yes.
It's
Yes.
alluded, yeah. They never outright said it, but they're alluding that it's yeah.
I'm just gonna say yes.
No, I maybe.
I think the scene everybody talks about is that scene with the fridge.
It's lead lined. You'll be fine. Yeah, because that stops inertia.
Can we?
Also,
why
the
why
heat's
isn't
bad
there
from a bomb
why isn't
going
there a Fallout movie?
Because they saw the Indiana Jones, that scene from Indiana Jones. They're like, "Fuck it, we're not doing one."
They'll just live in.
They are making a Fallout series on Amazon though.
The closest
Cool.
thing that sounds great. The closest thing we have to a Fallout movie is the Book of Eli.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
I did not know that bastard was blind the whole movie.
Right.
Calm down, Daredevil. Shit.
I can hear
I
echoes.
just saw Hobbs and Shaw today for the first time.
Okay.
Really?
Yes.
And your thoughts of it was?
Is this so? They stole like he's calling himself the Black Superman. What's his face? The bad
Oh,
guy.
Idris Elba's character.
Yeah, he calls himself the Black Superman. This motherfucker is more like the Black Terminator.
Yeah.
The motorcycle was pulling off some Transformers shit. I was watching it. I was like, is this fucking Transformers or what?
Well, you know it's ironic. It was made by Universal, so they could have just said the Black Terminator.
Yeah, they
Michael
could've.
Bay.
Like the bike kept doing all kinds of tricks and shit that Transformers do. And plus,
Couldn't-
I'm supposed to
couldn't do
believe
an
The
Xbox.
Rock held the chain that was tied to a helicopter and a truck, and then he was able to
Actually, you know what? You know what's really funny? I remember you brought that up like the ridiculous scenes from Fast and the Furious
where he
movies.
punched the torpedo.
Someone on Twitter like made this whole thread. It's like, all right, of the four, which is the most ridiculous scene in the whole movie? And that was one of them, him punching the tornado, the torpedo,
the torpedo.
yeah, the torpedo, and then also Rock grabbing the helicopter with the chain.
Well, okay, so the helicopter I will give some leeway towards because one of the engines on it had blown up,
Mhm.
so it didn't have all of
The
its
full power. and all that.
helicopter strength.
It was enough to fly though.
But this man punched a torpedo that was going at full speed on the ice.
Yeah.
well, he's the Rock.
Because The Rock says, know your dad, bro.
I like how in Fast 5 he has a bit of an accent, but in the next few movies he's like just himself.
Okay.
It's like Kofi. He was Jamaican and then he just dropped it.
Dwayne Johnson as Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah. So see, like that's the thing that so I want to tangent on that. How come like everyone else has to actually like be characters, but you get some actors that can just be themselves?
Because you're hiring them to be the role of themselves.
Like
Okay.
it's in Jim
No,
Carrey's
you don't-
contract.
Jim Carrey actually acts. They just want him to
Jim
act
Carrey does
like that.
actually act. Yeah,
Okay,
he's not
Jesse Eisenberg. It's in his contract.
Jesse Eisenberg
Okay.
can't act.
I mean, what about Michael Cera?
Michael Cera, Mark Ruffalo.
Michael
They're the
Cera
same
can
guy.
talk.
No, they're the
Actually,
same guy.
Who win a fight, Jesse Eisenberg or Michael Cera?
They're
Michael
the same
Cera-
guy. No,
Michael
they're the
Cera
same
would win
guy.
because he was Scott Pilgrim.
No, they're the same guy.
Look at, they are the same person.
He dated his ex dated Katara, Superman, Captain America. For real, they had Chris Evans as one of the exes. They
Yeah.
had the guy from Superman
Oh, yeah.
Returns as one of the exes, and the voice
Oh.
of Katara from the Avatar is one of the
We
exes.
forgot to mention that one.
Do you remember
What?
Brie Larson?
Scott
Brie
Pilgrim's a great movie. Get out of here.
No,
No, the last Airbender.
Airbender. Thank you, Sonic.
Nobody wants to bring that shit up.
Because
It
it's
doesn't
too
exist.
easy.
Shit.
Doesn't
The
exist.
easy.
Actual,
Bringing up
Yeah,
the
you
last
look up
Airbender
shitty-
is like talking about an ass whooping that you received.
look up shitty movie in the dictionary, and that's what you will
Is
see.
that what we're going to talk about one day? One day we're just going to talk about like, hey, remember that ass whooping I once received in school? Yeah, let's talk about that.
Do you remember disaster movie? Date
Hell
movie?
no.
Epic movie. From two of the
I
6
remember the
writers of
trailers.
Scary Movie.
I remember the
From the
trailers
guy
of
that
them.
cleaned
Yeah.
the bathrooms at the Scary Movie set.
He was in the
comes
audience
disaster
when the movie showed.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
From the
All
guy that
those
brought them
movies.
coffee.
remember Stan Helsing?
Remember Van Helsing with Wolverine?
That was a good movie. I liked it.
Yes.
They could have done a lot more with it.
It could. Oh, absolutely.
It
It
could,
have been
that could have been
better,
like a
but-
series, or
Yeah.
like a universe.
They
but
had so
Yeah.
many unleft.
Which they were trying to
there's
do
a lot
with
of
the
questions they
Dark
didn't
Universe.
answer.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that he was. Oh yeah, that's right. Hugh
Helsing.
Jackman was Van Helsing. I forgot about that.
Did you call him Hal Jackman?
No, Hugh Jackman.
Okay.
Huge,
Hugh
huge
Jackman.
I thought I heard
Jackman.
Val Jackman.
Val
Hugh
Jackman.
Hugh Jackson.
What the hell?
Well, like him and Dracula had this past. They're like, oh, we were alive 300
Mhm.
years ago. Van Helsing. We fought in the war. And then he bites him in the neck. Fuck you. He's like, I'm a werewolf. I'm going to bite you in the neck. And I want to know about my
Yep.
past. Apparently it sucks.
He also
Yep,
had
yep.
Frankenstein in that movie too.
Yeah, but Frankenstein
Yes.
was like, oh,
That was cool.
Bible verses.
I thought it
Oh.
was cool that they had him in there though.
But he wasn't called Frankenstein. He was called Frankenstein's monster.
It's because he
It
is
is
the
Frankenstein's monster.
Right, but everyone, like in every, except for like the original, like every time they do a Frankenstein, every time Frankenstein's monster's in something that's not the original movie or with the plot or anything, they call him Frankenstein. Where here, they actually call him Frankenstein's monster.
I mean, technically, his name would be also Frankenstein because that's his last name.
Right, but they didn't
Wait,
call
what?
him Frankenstein. They call him the monster.
Right, Dr. Frankenstein. So his last name's Frankenstein. So if he made his monster, the monster
It's
would have the last
Frankenstein's
name.
monster. No,
Yeah,
like
Right,
that's
no,
the whole
but
point.
the monster
It's-
is his son.
Yeah.
In a sense. So that's why they can get away with it.
But technically, he has the same
Because
last name.
he refers to the doctor as father,
Oh,
because he gave him life.
So you could call him Frankenstein.
So his last
because
name,
technically-
Monster Frankenstein. That's his name.
First name Monster.
that's weird. Anyway,
Last name.
what
Frankenstein.
was it?
Why were they like trying to
League-
kill him? Like because he was
League of
grave
Extraordinary
robbing?
Gentlemen.
I didn't see that shit.
I love that movie.
I
and
actually
hate that
did
people
too.
hated
That's
it.
so crazy that was a DC movie
It's a DC comic.
in like red.
Yeah.
Where's Superman?
He's busy saving the world from action.
I liked it too. I finally saw it. I didn't see it at the time. Like I saw the trailer, so I was like, "That's cool." And then I finally saw it when I was a little bit older. I was like, "That's cool. How come we never got another one?" And everyone's like, "This movie sucked." Why? I don't get it. I like it.
Because it's
I
Dude.
thought
Old.
I thought it was a
Fucking
great
Sean
way.
Connery. I thought
of-
Sean Connery was awesome in it.
They introduced so many characters in that movie, and
True.
it didn't seem like it was being rushed. Not like where DC tried to do it, and they later on they tried to rush everything in one. They fucked that up. In the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, it kind of you didn't learn too much about them, but when they
Mhm.
had time to explain, they explained it in a way that was not overbearing with information.
We're old.
Mhm.
We're old now. Fuck
Kind of
you,
like
sexy
it's kind of
shingles.
like what's it called? Watchmen.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a 3-hour
The-
movie.
The Zack Snyder one, right?
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
covered enough. They
You
didn't
watch
go
it again.
too hard
The
into
only
shit.
difference between the comic and the movie is the ending.
Mm.
Trust me, Big Blue Guy gets naked in the comic too.
Yeah,
New.
penis.
I need to get that comic.
So
It ends
flopping
because
Not-
down,
in
yeah.
the-
Not
in
for
the
that,
comic-
just
yeah,
because I want the
I know,
comic.
like that was pretty sus. That was out of context.
That was.
Well, like
need to
I
get
also
the
like
comic.
V for Vendetta. People don't. Not a lot of people like V for Vendetta. I love V for Vendetta. V for Vendetta.
People don't like the truth.
Every fedora wearing asshole loves V for Vendetta.
For real.
So you say it like that.
You're not you, but you find
You're
some
hungry.
That's what I'm
white
saying.
knight dude with a fedora and a neck beard. They fucking can quote that movie
I'm
verbatim.
pretty sure Fedora wearing
Oh, I
bastards have
did.
hit on you.
I did that. I
Lady.
totally learned that.
My lighter.
Well, no, I liked it because it had Natalie Portman in it. I saw it and I was like,
Hey.
it's her.
And Hugo,
Hugo
Hugo
Weaving.
Weaving.
you did the.
Yeah.
He was Megatron in the first Transformers.
This is Megatron in the first 3 Transformers.
Oh, wow. All three.
Wait,
Okay.
who's isn't it Galvatron or no?
No,
He was,
after Shia LaBeouf leaves, they actually brought back Frank Welker.
Yeah, it's Galvatron.
Why didn't they bring back Shia LaBeouf? How come they don't explain what happened to him in the movies? Like, oh, he could be dead. At least tell
Right.
us.
So so
Sam
in one
would
of his
make me-
interviews, Shia's like, "Oh, there's no more story to tell." I was like, "Motherfucker, let me tell you, there are plenty of stories to tell. You're supposed
There's
to get
a
married to
robot
Carly.
playing
You're
it.
supposed to have a son. You're supposed to be part of like the Earth Defense Council or some bullshit."
Godzilla's
There's a
supposed
lot.
to show up eventually.
There's a lot that the Witwikis are supposed to
there's
do.
a
What the fuck do you mean
crossover
your
comic
story's
book.
done?
There's a crossover
Sam
comic book with
Wiki.
Godzilla and the Transformers.
There's a crossover comic book with Transformers and the Avengers.
There's also one with Godzilla and the Avengers.
There's also Attack on Titans in the.
Everybody
There's
Everybody
also
crosses
one
over.
where Godzilla takes on Charles
Shaq.
Barkley.
No,
I
it's
thought you-
Charles Barkley for that commercial.
I was going to say, I thought.
I like it.
I thought it was Shaq, but then I remember it was Charles Barkley.
Muhammad Ali fought Superman.
Yep.
Right, but that's nowhere near as bad as
Uh,
Godzilla versus Charles Barkley.
They
Yeah,
no,
that
they
is
just
weird.
made him bigger.
Yeah,
That
but it
was
was a
weird.
basketball game. They didn't fight.
Oh, that would have been a very
Oh,
good.
but no.
fight.
No, but that's the
Oh.
thing that pisses me off. It's still not fucking Galvatron. He's still Megatron.
Yes.
That's what pisses you off.
Well, no,
Yes.
that
Not the bad,
pisses me
not
off.
the bad shitty storytelling and the we don't know what we're doing anymore.
No,
plot.
I
Crappy
didn't say
product placements.
Yeah.
the product placements. Yeah, I didn't care for that. No,
Mark Wahlberg.
I hated him. I hate
I
him.
also like him.
I
That
hate
the last
him.
one. Which one is the last one? The last night.
The last night.
Yeah, the
Literally
last night.
called
That
the
one is
last night.
literally like all over the place. Like if
It
you
was.
miss 5 minutes,
Yeah.
you are you might as well stop watching.
Why the fuck are they in Wyoming now? God damn it!
No, like
Yeah.
because they got like 3 different storylines going on at once.
They do.
It's Optimus and the Matrix or some shit, and then it's the planet
That was the second
and,
movie.
and
Hugo
and
Weaving.
unicorn, corn dog, Megazord. I don't know.
Shut up.
It's a corn dog Megazord.
They didn't even mention that really well, and it's like, damn it, I want to see
But the
fucking
planet
Unicron.
is Unicron. That's the problem.
Which planet?
Our
Cyber?
planet is Unicron.
Oh, this is accurate. Yeah.
That
Well, they
was
mentioned-
dumb too.
No. Well, no. They mentioned it in Transformers Prime, the series that came out in 2010, but they made it sound, but it was actually much more believable. And I was like, of course we're Transformers. Hell, look what happens every time a Transformer lands on Earth. It's just, it sucks for them.
And there's so many plot holes. Like when you bought the original Transformers, it came with a
Mhm.
bonus DVD, which was an animated short film, to
Mhm.
where it shows like the guy that was in charge of Sector 7. Because in the movie, like,
Right.
oh, you do not look surprised to see us.
Yeah.
I can't tell you anything except for the fact that I can't tell you anything. So in the
Right.
little animated short, they explain why he
Why?
says that.
Yes. Yes.
Like his dad and like they've been hunting the
the families. Yeah, I've got the stuff, and I've got
his
the comics.
dad
I know
and
the
him
story.
have been hunting the Autobots because they didn't know. They knew there were alien life forms. They just didn't know
Mhm.
anything about them. So that's why he's so obsessed with them in the movie,
Right.
and that's why there's certain lines that are kind of like, okay, that shit doesn't make any sense. But
So
Only
isn't
made sense-
Unicron the giant planet that eats things?
Yes.
Yes. that
he's
was always-
Galactus.
So
Galactus.
Earth is Unicron
Yes.
in the movie.
In certain universes, yes.
In the movie, yeah, in the
That
fucking
sounds
live action
fucking
movie,
Dumb.
Earth is Unicron.
That was
Yeah.
very dumb, but it was very
Is the
useful.
moon something too? Or is that just where they land?
That's his
stuff?
pillow. It's just
It's a
that
little nightlight.
he was laying on it so long that it got too hot. So he's like, oh fuck this.
I don't know.
Fuck this shit. I'm out of here.
Okay.
So he just like moved it out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I
it's
don't
cool.
know. I don't know
No.
Transformers very much. I'll leave that to you
It
guys.
doesn't make any.
No, it's
God,
cool.
no.
So like, okay, so like that trilogy that I was mentioning, so that was like that was one of the 3 series that Gary was in it again. And the reason why I put it up as one of the anime fights is because that was one of the Japanese Transformers series, so it is an anime, and this is when they actually started transitioning into CGI. So
Mhm.
the first season is just like hand-drawn stuff. The second one, it's in between. They made the humans animated and all the Transformers are CGI'd, and it's hilarious because in a lot of the fights, apparently because of all the effects, they go back to being hand-drawn, the Transformers. So I was like, what?
Too much shit.
And then-
Alright.
And then the third one, they're once again the Transformers are completely CGI, but this time, even with all the fighting, they stay CGI. They're
Have you
not
seen the
back to
comment
big
section?
cartoons.
Halfway through the fight, it just drops. Yeah, I just signed in. I have the information.
Okay, no, because Pachinko said Godzilla clapped all the Avengers' cheeks, and a small boy saved the day just by saying, "Go home, Godzilla."
Uh,
Not
Halfway
wrong.
through the fight, they ran out of animated budget, and it suddenly
No,
goes
in the
Yeah.
it's
to
a
2D.
in the comic for Godzilla versus Avengers,
I'll talk
Yeah.
about the
he's big, and they're
Transformers.
like they can't beat him, so they turn him small, and he's still whipping their asses.
oh,
So they turn him
spe-
big again.
Can we talk about slightly on like how the Square Enix kind of lost $60 million all because of the Avengers game?
How that
the
happened.
new one.
Yeah, the new Avengers
It
game.
sucks.
Apparently it
What
flopped.
did y'all expect?
It fucking.
All right.
It
Nobody
doesn't
gives a
look-
shit about Miss Marvel.
And then, well,
Damn.
because also to be fair, they're actually gonna add Spider-Man in that game next year, even though it's kind of a little too late now.
Yeah, no, he's supposed to have a storyline DLC.
only on PS4 and PS5.
Fuck yeah,
Well,
that's gonna be cool.
Maybe they're gonna try and buy it when that comes out.
You know
also,
what?
And also that came. Well, you know what? I'm gonna say this. It came out the same day as Tony Hawk.
That's why Tony Hawk took all that stuff.
Tony Hawk was the
Tony
draw.
the Hawk.
That's
We're busy
sus.
grinding. What a movie that I
Like,
went
I don't want to.
the
I don't want to hear
theater
about
for,
you
and it
grinding
sucked.
on Tony Hawk. I just don't want to hear that shit.
I
You
do.
got the money. A movie that I wanted to be good.
Yes.
That fucking sucked. Was the very first Yu-Gi-Oh movie that came out.
Oh.
It did.
It's fucking garbage.
They're all
It
trash.
it had like 3 duels in it. Like,
I thought-
this is a Yu-Gi-Oh movie.
I
Where are my
thought-
duels? There are 2. There was Pegasus versus Kaiba,
And Kai
And
versus
then-
Yugi.
and then Kaiba versus Yugi. That's it. Like,
Mhm.
the fuck is this?
Yep.
And some Egyptian Sphinx bastard shows up as
The
a new
Pyramid of Light.
Yeah.
I thought the newest Yu-Gi-Oh movie that came out, Dark Side of Dementia, was good.
That one was
hated it.
really good.
Kaiba
I
was
like
like
that
an ex. It was like a toxic ex girlfriend throughout that.
I fucking
entire-
love that. He was like, "You think death can escape?
You
Fuck
think
you.
you think
I'm gonna
death?
fight your
you think
pharaoh
you
ass."
can get away from me in the afterlife? I'm coming for you.
Fuck.
He
doing
traveled
that
through
person's
dimensions
like-
to get back to him. Like you can't run from me,
I can't summon any more monsters. It'd be a real shame if I fucking got an obelisk right now.
dude. He's a toxic ex.
Fuck you.
Duels over Yugi Boy.
Yeah, that first one fucking sucked. And
Yeah, I
Blue
heard
Eyes,
a lot of people did
Blue
not
Eyes
like it.
Ultimate Shining Dragon is a garbage card.
Oh, they call it Blue Eyes White Dragon,
It's
despite the
OP
fact that it's blue.
if you know how to use it.
The Blue Eyes Ultimate Shining Dragon is garbage. The one that you have to tribute
The
Blue Eyes
ultimate-
Ultimate to get.
Right, but if you know how to
Sucks.
use it properly, it can be because you can't target spells, monster effects, and trap cards can not affect it or even target it.
The Blue Eyes, the Ultimate one from the movie.
The shining one, yes.
Yeah.
My cousin had the card.
Yeah. No, that's not what it does. What it does is when you do target it, you can tribute it to negate it. And then it doesn't come back. It just fucking blows itself up and goes away. And it's usually weaker than the Blue Eyes Ultimate. It's a crap card. It does it's immune to the target, and you contribute it to negate it. So you are right there. But you attributing something that takes so long to get out has more
Yeah,
time,
you got to tribute a monster that's like
has more target, and has
twice,
a one
like
time
much more attack
out
points.
effect. It's like, oh, you've done something. I'm just gonna leave now. Like, oh, well, I ran all my resources. Fuck. I guess I lose.
All right, so this is the full card effect for those of you that play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Cannot be special summon.
This card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card cannot be special summoned except by offering one Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon on your side of the field as a tribute. Increase the attack of this card by 300 points for each dragon type monster in your graveyard. You can negate the effect of a spell, trap, or monster cards that designate this card. Doesn't say anything about tribute.
Oh yeah. Oh, the attributing was the movie effect that was also like a one-time thing, but
Neo
Negating
Blue Eyes
effect
Shining
that-
Dragon.
that's the new one. That like came out
Jesus.
recently.
I'm
There's so many
done
fucking
with
Blue
Yu-Gi-Oh.
cards.
I'm done with Yu-Gi-Oh. Fuck
But the
that.
card's crap. It can negate targeting effects. Okay. It like maybe has 4,000 attack points that you just tributed for. It's
Maybe you
crappy.
got 4,000 attack points.
I'll just show my great Maju Garzette. But yeah, that movie sucked. There's 2 duels. They're both crap. The better duel was the Pegasus versus Kaiba one, which was the first one that they show you within the first 5 minutes. The Bonds Beyond Time movie that came out for the 10-year anniversary, that was pretty good. It again only had like 2 fucking duels in it. And then the newest one was actually really good.
Oh, the one with like all 3 of them, and they're like dick riding Yugi the whole time.
The boldest
Even though he's the
crossover in
weakest
history.
of the 3,
He-
because his cards are out of date, and yet he has the greatest power of all, plot armor.
fucking just cheat.
He cheats like a mother.
The duel between Paradox and those 3 lasted 2 turns. They went, Paradox went. No,
That's because they
Paradox
got to
went
turn
first,
a piece.
They went, and then Paradox went again, and then they went again, and they won. It lasted 2 fucking turns. It's like this is not climactic at all. And then they all had an effect that just doubled Dark Magician's attack points over and over again. How do you all have the same card?
Fuck, this is why I don't fucking fuck with Yu-Gi-Oh anymore.
Protagonist power.
It's too complicated and shit.
It doesn't make any sense. The
Back when
dueling in
there
the
was only
anime didn't
3.
make any sense. They had the capsules. They had the dungeon dice monsters. They had the card. Then they replaced them with Yuki, which sounds like Yugi.
That was Jaden.
And you
They all
think they're
had
related.
a Y
until
last
you-
name. Their names have to have a Y. in some way.
Jaden is like over annoying. He's like Naruto, but who plays card games and doesn't become a man. And then
Fourth
like the rest
season,
of
he
them,
fights death.
one of them is like on motorcycles and like it's instead of like going out there and trying to like better their lives and find food because they're starving to death. Let's go play card games.
Wasn't like the OG Yu-Gi-Oh not really related to about cards?
Right.
No, it
more like
wasn't. It
money
was
games.
all about
different games.
Yugi murdering people.
Yep.
He just straight up kills people.
No, yeah, I started reading the manga and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, like Teia's in love with the Pharaoh, but she friend zoned Yugi.
Yep.
Huh.
And then the Pharaoh's like in love with Yugi and friend zoned Teiya.
That's it.
Boy, talk about a double whammy.
Yugi,
Are
my
you-
boy.
Are you surprised?
And then
Yugi
like
boy.
Tristan's in love with Joey's sister. And
Yes.
Joey's got like a crush on my
Hey
Valentine,
Tristan,
and
why you
she's in
saying
love
with my
Yugi,
sister?
too.
Why'd you gotta be like Yugs? Hey Yugi, why are we doing some card dealing?
And it sucks because in the last one, the dark
Side of
realm,
dimensions.
dark side of dimensions, dark side of the force.
Dark side of the moon.
Oh come on, it's the dark side of dimension with my pal Yugs.
Taya moves to America or some shit, so they
Yeah,
never
she
hook
did.
up. So that's over.
Mhm. Yep.
That's almost as bad as Sora not ending up with Tai and Digimon.
I know what a oof, right? Actually, looking back, would you would have rewrite that part?
Yeah, because
instead of her going with
her-
Matt, she
like
went with
Matt
Pat.
is like, I feel like he didn't even give a shit about her sometimes.
Mhm.
He's a rock star. He doesn't need them.
the Digidestin, formerly known as Matt.
Like, all right. Anyways, we're out of time.
I've got courage. Like, oh, okay, you can courage your ass over. I beat your
I'm
ass.
no, I'm tired. He's like he stepped up. Like, so I ain't afraid of no Digimon. You know, I'm a dick slap you, bitch.
Oh
ass
boy, that
Digimon.
would have been so out of context.
I was trying to think of
would've
something. I was going with the quack.
Rub my dick.
I'm a
I'm
dick
gonna rub
slap.
my
That
dick
was
on
out
you.
of
No,
context.
but
I
I
was
was gonna be like, I was
uh,
gonna rub my nutsack across your face. But I
Okay,
want a
there we
dick
go. That's
slap.
better.
Teabag you.
Just teabag him.
Teabag. I'm gonna teabag that Digimon.
Jesus.
Ty, you're teabagging Anjulamon.
Well, we're
I
crashing
know
and
what I
burning
made
now.
my decision. I like somebody posted a meme. Somebody posted a meme like, "Oh, my son can't be gay. He's into women." And they show the women he's into. They show Anjulamon and Lilymon. I'm like, what's wrong with that? Someone needs to explain that to me. What's wrong with that?
He's into anime.
So
That's
Anjulomon's
that's the
pretty
joke.
hot.
That's the
She
joke.
is.
It's a good show.
I'm waiting for an explanation. Damn it!
What?
There's no explanation.
Yeah.
What I'm
Angelmon is
questioning
hot.
over here is this man has Almas the Tormentor, and they have half of him shaded black because I'm pretty sure he has no pants.
He's too big. You can't see his legs.
Bro, he looks like he skipped leg day.
I was gonna say.
This is my favorite God card right here, though.
He looks like he skipped leg day. He looks like Knuckles in Sonic Boom.
He looks like the guy from Yu Yu Hakusho with the sunglasses.
Yeah, who skipped leg day.
He's just broad as shit.
Broad
got
as shit,
no
but
legs.
skipped leg day. All right, that's all the time we got for today.
Yeah.
Is anybody want to say anything before we call it a day?
I'm hungry again.
Oh my god.
Shouldn't have eaten so early. You should eat it on the show.
All I had was one roast beef sandwich.
One
Was it
$40
$45?
roast beef sandwich.
No, it was from Arby's. My mom brought it.
So it was $45.
How?
I don't know. I've never eaten at Arby's. You tell me.
It's not $45. Arby's is like the McDonald's of roast beef
5 for
sandwiches.
5 roast beef sandwich. Get the au jus sauce.
And McDonald's ain't cheap. I don't care what anybody says.
Well,
it's not.
cheaper.
They used to have a
than-
dollar menu, not no more.
Okay, well, touche. There
That's like
is
a
that.
$1-ish.
It's a
Yeah,
dollar.
it's like what?
It's like $1.30
$2.50 or
for a
some shit.
McDouble.
$1.30, huh?
I don't know.
About $3.50.
For real,
That's
it's almost
$3.50.
$3 for 2 McDoubles. You know what I could have gotten with $3 back in the day?
Three
Back in the day.
McDoubles.
3 McDoubles.
3 McDoubles. Or 2 Big Macs.
For real.
Yep.
Because at one point they were like 2 for $1. Oh, 6 Big Macs. There you go.
That's too many Big Macs.
Well, you probably share.
No.
Who the
No.
fuck?
I don't know.
I mean, don't you want to each share the McTummies, the McTumming aches, the McHeadaches,
The meat sweats?
The McShits.
mixed sweats? Yeah, the McShits.
We call it the meat sweats because I think it was a line that we stole from Paul Blart. Here come the
I
love
got the meat
sweats.
sweats.
He said love sweats, but we changed it to meat sweats
Yeah.
because I think I misquoted it, so it's stuck.
Yeah.
The meat sweats. Plus, I think meat sweats is a real thing. Actually, got me curious now.
Meat nap.
What?
The itis.
Meat.
Yep.
What is meat?
What is it?
According
is
to the
meat?
ever dependable Urban Dictionary, meat
There you go.
sweats refers to the excessive
No.
buildup of perspiration that happens after eating massive quantities of meat. Perhaps not surprisingly, science doesn't yet have a definition or a word for this particular melody.
Yep.
It's called "Don't eat this fucking much. You're already out of shape."
Don't eat this
Yep.
much meat.
You're already out of
Why am
shape.
I
Somebody-
sweating so
somebody are-
much?
somebody
Because you're
says-
fucking
Somebody
fat.
says, "Is meat sweats a real thing?" Science says yes.
Yeah.
Meat
No,
sweats
it
are a
doesn't.
physical reaction some people can experience after eating large quantities of protein-rich foods.
No, they're just out of shape.
This isn't a legitimate university, medical university that says this shit exists.
Yep.
Which doctor did this study? I bet they're overweight.
All
Damn.
of them.
We ate $45 worth of Arby's.
It says the origin of the term meat sweats, or at least when it really became a household term, seems to be in 2001 Thanksgiving episode of Friends, in which Joey consumes
he does get the meat sweats.
hefty serving of turkey. It's a oh damn it! They had to compare it. They had to say it was from Friends. Hate Friends.
Joey, those are my maternity pants. Well, now they're Joey's turkey eating pants.
How are they in New York and there's no people of color in there? It's fucking New York.
They'd never leave their high-rise apartment, except for when they go to the one coffee shop they like.
Yep.
Anyways, all right, guys, that's all for today. Thank you for joining us. We'll let you know when we'll come back. I don't. We might come back tomorrow. After all, I don't know. This it's confusing right now. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll be back hopefully tomorrow or Thursday. Peace, everybody.
Bye.